And so,
get ready, gamers! Retro Legends is here. The ultimate destination for high score battles, pinball wizardry, and classic arcade showdowns. Every week we bring you the best in virtual pinball, classic arcade gaming, and retro fun. Where you can compete for glory on live online leaderboards through iScored. Think you got what it takes? Step up and prove it. Because every Friday night, we're going live with 2 legendary pinball tables and an all-time classic arcade game. And the best part, every giveaway and prize on this show goes straight to you, the gamers, that are putting up scores on the leaderboards. Iron sharpens iron. Come play with the best. We will see you on the leaderboards. Because Retro Legends isn't just a show, it's a community. A place for arcade warriors to show up and keep that high score spirit alive. That's right, Friday nights just got legit. Hit that subscribe button. Join the leaderboards and let's make history, one game at a time. This is Retro Legends.
And if you wanted to watch, like, I'm so glad Papa Brad is back on Friday because it gives us something to actually watch.
Absolutely.
Than these guys just going, let me know in the chat what you think. Let me know what you think on Arcade 1-Up. Are they dead? Is it over?
All right. Welcome to Retro Legends. Is Arcade 1-Up dead? Are they over, kevgret?
I've come here for the answer. Are they dead?
Welcome to Retro Legends. What's happening? It's great to have you on, kevgret.
Thanks for bringing me on. That's hilarious.
Welcome to the show. We're just going to get everyone out here real quick. Introducing DKOG73. Welcome to the show.
what's going on?
DK.
Hold on, man. We're going to be playing some Donkey Kong. Rexer is on the way. He'll be in shortly. But we're gonna roll through some news topics real quick. First, let's say hello to the chat. Chalada Love, great to see you. Saying Spirits for glory, absolutely. Video on Game Vegas. I sent you a link if you want to come on. Yeah. Look at your short, Video Game Vegas. You only got one. You only got one. It's right there. I promise. I sent it. Okay. Let's see. And So let's see. Let's start with the first topic. The first topic is going to be. Guess what just came out, kevgret?
Huh,
I think you know what came out. What just came out? Something with VR.
VR? Really? I thought it was a slow week. Do we get pinball or something?
Something I'd be interested in. Of course, I'm talking about this mug right here. We're talking about Pinball FX VR. We're going to look at a very short little clip so we can kind of see it in action. Then we're going to do a little talk about Pinball FX VR, and we're going to talk a little bit about X Arcade. So, but first, let's watch a quick video for people that might not have seen the Pinball FX VR. And let's see, right here. Here it is. Okay. right. That's pretty good. What'd you think of that?
There is not a smile big enough, Brad, that convey how much fun this game is. We just have to give thanks for thanks is due. And it's amazing. Zen Studios knock this out of the park.
I mean, the thing that you can't translate is how three-dimensional it is.
Exactly.
Until you have the VR goggles on and you're actually in the game playing it with the technology, because literally it looks so 3D. That's what you get. Like when you watch it, I swear it does not look like, it looks so realistic because it's so three-dimensional when you have the goggles on.
And you can, Brad, you can go all the way down on the, like, there's no stuttering. You go in on the detail. It's exactly what you would program if you were doing this on your own. It's what you want. It's what you, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
It's absolutely incredible. And I'm gonna say it. I mean, to me, this is a 10. This is knocking it out of the park.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you love pinball, I mean, this is like, you feel like you're playing the real machines when you have that Evercade and your hands are on the buttons. It's great. Very impressive.
For $9.99, you get 3 tables. You can play them. Then they have more tables. They are a tad bit
Tell us about the
expensive.
tables.
Yeah, so you get 3 Zen originals to start with. A Noir table, Sky Pirates, and then the Curse of the Mummy, which they're decent tables, Brad. They're not bad. But the fun begins when you start buying those licensed tables. I picked up the 3-pack for $15, Battlestar Galactica, Xena, and Knight Rider. And I'm telling you, Battlestar... The effects that go on around you as you're playing in space, you're just like, it's insane. Knight Rider's jumping over you. The Armada is in your face playing Battlestar Galactica. It is so wild on how easily it feels. You're this like you don't, like, Indiana Jones is next to you.
I know it is super cool. It actually, the gameplay is so smooth too. Like, I was looking for lag. I was like, this thing gonna have a bunch of lag. Are they gonna be able to pull this off in VR? And I'm telling you,
that was gonna be my first question. Was how's the lag on it? I mean, virtual tech has come so far, right?
Yep.
That was gonna be my first question. Like how's the gameplay, right?
Yeah, it's all about the gameplay, right? And if they can nail that, then everything that surrounds the gameplay adds to the experience. And I'm telling you right now, it's good when Rexer calls me at like midnight my time and he goes, yo, there's a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of lag, but this is insane on how close they got it. I'm like, yeah, isn't it wild? He goes, this is good. This isn't bad. And
great.
when Rexer says something, then you're onto something.
And like I said, from someone who loves pinball, I mean, the 3-dimensional element of it, and it feels so 3-dimensional.
Yeah.
And when you watch it on a flat screen, you don't get the same experience because you can't translate. Like, until you have the VR headset and you have it on and you've experienced it, you don't know what we're talking about. But it is super 3-dimensional. Like, everything looks like it's physically there. Which is super cool.
But they took it to another level because you're in an arcade now that you can customize, you can design, you can walk around.
I love the way they have the rooms. They have the Williams
rooms.
All Williams pinballs in there. No other junk. Just Williams. Give me
exactly.
Give me the Addams Family. Give me Twilight Zone. Give me those bangers, right?
Which means, Brad, hopefully the Williams room is going to get much bigger as time goes on. Man. Can you imagine?
Take my money, Zen Pinball, because it's awesome. I mean, it's great. I want to give a quick shout out to House of Hounds.
House of Hounds.
And I will be playing him tomorrow in the Battle of the Streamers. Dude, we must be sadists. We picked the hardest pinball table of all time, kevgret.
What table?
We decided we're going to play Party Zone. kevgret. This table,
I don't like
this
that
table. This table is an absolute terror. Like, I've been practicing it all week, and you know how much I love pinball. I mean, cussing. It's like, it's so random. Like, you can. It's like, when you get into playing pinball, you start to use strategies.
Yeah,
and it's just so hard. It's
that's hilarious.
You never know what's going to happen, but I'm playing wild. Like, I don't know if you watch when this guy's an absolute wizard. So he is a pinball wizard. So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a lot of fun. And it's going to be unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen with that game.
Yeah. Good luck, Brad. Is that going to be streamed on Facebook on the House of Hounds?
It's going to be on our YouTube channel.
Oh, cool. Tomorrow. YouTube. All right.
Yeah.
I'll be watching that.
So I'll put up a link tomorrow. I think, is it at 2? I got to check. Hold on one second. So that was, of course, the Evercade integrates with the Pinball FX VR.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Talk a little bit about how that integrates. What do you think of that experience?
Yeah, so Brett, I don't know if people know this, but I had my eye on this Evercade, and my big gripe was that you can't play pinball unless you do a lot of things to it, like Zen and FX. So this partnership was announced a month ago. And when they announced the partnership, they showed a video and they showed it working. And I said, this is what I want. I immediately pre-ordered it and I got it like a few days before the Zen went live. And I cannot believe how easy it is to get yourself up to this pinball and playing. So what happens is you put a little Bluetooth dongle on your Quest. It picks it up on the Evercade. The software, the Zen software goes, hey, you have an Evercade. Do you want to play this in Evercade mode? You say yes. You put the two controllers into the kind of holders on your Evercade. You hold down the two pinball buttons, and it maps the machine over the Evercade so that the buttons that you flip are literally mapped one-to-one, like you're standing in front of the machine. And if you think VR takes you to a level, now you start flipping physical pinball buttons, and you're standing in the stance, and it just takes it to a level that's pretty much real. Like you're there. So the Evercade experience with Zen Pinball, for me, I am so happy. Just for that alone, Brad, I'm so happy I bought the Evercade.
Yeah. It's so fantastic. Happy. It's fantastic. And this is from House of Hounds. He says, I hate this table. I swear, I might not play it for a while. I mean, literally, I feel like I've been abusing myself all week trying to get better at it. But we decided to play. Why play the easy table? We picked some hard ones to end the tournament. I mean, we're ending with the Thing, and you know how tough that is. That's a tough one.
You have to take a walk after you're done.
Hounds, I'll be playing him at 2 p.m. Central Time. That's my time, and 3 p.m. Eastern Time. That's his time. But check it out. It's going to be a great stream. If you're into virtual pinball, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's part of the Battle of the Streamers, which is all the best atgames pinball streamers. There are a lot of the people that are on the leaderboards are all playing each other live in live competition.
Beautiful.
And live pinball's tough because anything can happen,
Yeah.
And got a great guest backstage. Let's get him on. Welcome to the Retro Legends Show. We all know this guy from the comments. Welcome to the show, Video Game Vegas. How you doing?
Whoa.
Hey, Papa Brad. How you doing?
It's great to see your bubble on the show.
The bubble is here.
My little bubble.
This is the legendary Video Game Vegas. So welcome to the show. Glad to have you on here,
Papa Brad. Very cool.
Okay. And so, have you played? Are you in? Do you do virtual reality, Video Game Vegas?
I do. I have an Apple Vision Pro.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Apple decided to make it the most uncomfortable VR headset known to man, and because it weighs almost a pound. No, it weighs a little over a pound.
Wow. And
it's made of glass and metal, and it's absolutely the epitome of resolution, pass through, everything. However, it's just so uncomfortable. Who would want to play video games on it? I watch movies. I had to buy a third-party accessory just to enjoy watching a movie for more than 30 minutes. So now I can actually watch full movies and all that. And hopefully this VR, this Pinball FX VR comes to the Apple Vision Pro, because I don't have to run around the room playing pinball. I can actually it's a sedentary. So hopefully it'll be comfortable enough and all that. So I'm looking forward to trying it out.
And we just got some new members coming in. Welcome, Mike Hawkert, Saiyan Spirits, Tomato Grass, Ichabod Crane, and Biggie D's Arcade. Welcome, new members. So,
I just wanted to say something, Papa Brad, real quick.
Yes.
To kevgret, when I saw the replay of Rex's last stream, and I saw your setup for the Evercade with your 32-inch TV on the wall, I was just like, man, I wish I would have saw this video before I bought the 4KP, because I would have bought that. Yeah. Sorry, Papa Brad.
I love the 4KP, but you can have your own opinion. Yeah, I love the 4KP. And we are going to do at-game news, so try to contain yourself a little bit. Yeah, might have to kick you backstage for a sec. No, we're gonna. I promise it's very brief this week. It's very brief this week.
I respect your show, Papa Brad. I wouldn't say anything that's against. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that people are playing virtual pinball the way they want to play virtual pinball. There's so 100%. Many great ways, and VR, the X-Arcade, 4KP, whatever you play your virtual pinball on, it's an amazing time to be in this hobby.
We got a super chat from GeForce Guy. Love this new show, Brad. Awesome guest too. Question for you, since I'm brand new to Zen. How often do they add pinball tables? I need Back to the Future.
Yeah. So
they made a universal themed room, so you know it's coming. You know it's definitely coming.
Brad, so here's the GeForce. Here's the caveat to this. This is not Zen's first attempt at VR pinball. They made FX2 VR. The problem is they abandoned it, and they only gave us like one pack, the universal pack, right? I'm hoping that the success of this, and it looks like the success is really coming in early, that we get monthly or bi-weekly releases where we get a table every other week like we do with Zen, and then the Back to the Future should come. But I'm hoping that we're not going to get abandoned. You can see the rooms have themes for a reason. And so we don't know what the schedule is going to be. I'm hoping we get monthly releases of the catalog, and if they keep doing a monthly, keep taking my money, and we'll be getting releases for sure.
One thing's for sure, Zen Pinball likes making money.
Yes, and they do.
They've been making these games for a while. Like, they don't have to keep remaking Adam's Family, right? I mean, everyone knows Adam's Family and loves it, so all they got to do is make sure they don't mess it up, make sure it runs good. But I put this up on the screen. I'm going to take this ticker down in a minute, but I just want to point out the Quest 3 is $499.99. And there's a cheaper Quest, right? But that's the one I have.
Yeah, exactly.
And the X-Arcade is, with my code, is $359.99. They always have different discount codes.
Yeah,
that's my code. That's in the description. And X-Arcade is basically like a real fancy joystick that you can use it for. I use it when I play my Dreamcast all the time.
Yeah.
So
mine's hooked up to the Steam Deck. Just plug it right in.
This is just like a bonus.
Yeah.
And I do want to talk about it just real quick. As an avid pinball player, the things I love about it are it does have the pinball buttons. The immersion into like immediately getting into the game is quick. The thing I don't like is that the nudge is connected to the joystick.
Yep.
So like the joystick on the left-hand side, you can hit the joystick and it's close enough that you can nudge left easily. But man, that right nudge, you're talking about taking your hand off the flipper, coming around and pulling it the other way. It's not really easy to do.
Now, they did it, Brad. They did announce a haptics kit is coming.
That is true.
So hopefully that solves the issue that you and I have.
They're saying they'll be able to nudge like on the ALP.
That's what it sounds like. Right. Yeah, and I don't think we're gonna get a plunger, which is fine. But
I don't want a plunger. That would look so goofy.
Yeah.
I think please don't put a plunger on that X-Arcade. It'll make it look so bad. Plunger.
Yeah.
I got a question for everybody. I'm new to pinball. I mean, I'm not now. I played video pinball. We talked about it the other day, Brad. Back when I was a kid on the Atari 2600. But if you're new to pinball, like, what are some of the tables that you guys recommend for new people?
Haunted House.
Haunted House is a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
I say Attack from Mars, Adam's Family.
Yeah, any of the Williams tables are great. Like the whole Williams library, are great ones.
But Brad, what was really cool last night? I didn't know I was doing this, but I was leaning on the X-Arcade while I was playing.
That's height adjustable.
In the physical space, it felt like I was leaning on the virtual pinball machine as I was leaning on the X-Arcade, and my brain was like, "Oh, you're really," and I'm like, "I'm not leaning on a real machine," but it felt like it. The immersion is insane.
I've gotten very used to having nudge buttons, but I also physically nudge when I play pinball. So, like, if they had a physical nudge, that would even be better than me because it'd make it more like a real pinball, right?
Yeah.
Real pinballs don't have the nudge buttons, but I think that's the biggest oversight is that it doesn't have a nudge button or an accelerometer.
Yeah. But, now they did say that the kit is coming relatively soon, whatever that means, Brad. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Hey, let's give them credit. This partnership was, I'm sure they were testing it, but the partnership was announced a few weeks ago. It comes out day one, it works.
Day one, it works.
Like,
and like it's if you have your that little dongle plugged into the Quest headset, it just automatically knows you have an Exarcade.
It's
you
insane.
Walk up to the table, says, "Do you want to use your Exarcade or not?" You say, "I want to use," but you know, you walk around with the regular Quest controls, but they got this little stand.
Yep,
it's really a great design. It's really well designed, so I'm excited for it. You know, I didn't find I had motion sickness at all with this because you're basically stationary. You're just looking at the table. It's not like there's a lot of movement, you know.
And when you walk around in the arcade, you can teleport or smooth walk. So teleport, which means you don't walk. It takes away the VR sickness if you use the right controller.
And the other thing about the new Quest and the one before, they've really dialed in the frames per second, so it really alleviates a lot of that. And that was the big thing about old like MetaQuest 2 and before, is that they really couldn't hit those high frames, which was causing the sickness. And now you have a really high frame rate, so it makes it very, very much playable.
Yeah. And if you're interested in Exarcade, I have a whole playlist on my channel.
Yep, I watched all of it.
Check it out. I got all kind of Exarcade videos you can watch if you're interested. This is my coupon code. Brings it from $3.99 down to $359.10.
Nice.
And you just click on the link in my video.
And GeForce has a good comment here, Brad. If you're in mixed reality, you're actually in your house and your brain isn't going to get confused in virtual reality.
That's true, the mixed reality.
You'll be right there in your house without any motion sickness, and the table's right in front of you. It's insane.
Yeah, almost though, but like in this case, I don't want to be in my house.
I know.
The palace that they put you in, it's like you're in the ultimate pinball arcade.
Yeah,
like,
you want to be away.
Like you would never have an arcade like that. Unless you were Richie Rich, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
would you want to say Video Game Vegas? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
The nice thing about the Apple Vision Pro is the pass-through. It looks like you're right there, and that would be amazing. I want to see that in mixed reality just because of that.
Yeah.
But seeing the actual layout, what they put out, Zen really said, you know what, we had something hot here, and now with the player base that we have with MetaQuest, which is ginormous, them getting in and really taking it seriously now, I mean, this is gonna be amazing. This is gonna be one of the most incredible moves that they've ever made.
Yeah, and so far it's been universally praised, except for the price of the packs. We all get stung when we see we have to buy it 6 times. You're right, Dad.
I'm just done with it. Like I've bought these tables so many times, you know, going all the way back to the PS3 and PS4.
Yeah, exactly,
I bought the PS4, the PS3. I mean, but you know, if you love pinball, I mean, it's still, I mean, for less than the cost of a topper,
exactly,
stuff. It's not that expensive, really.
No, once you get over the sticker
of a real
shock,
pinball machine, you know.
Yeah, and it does
even
help.
Exarcade is very, like, if you want a low cost, really awesome way to play pinball that won't, you know, be under a sub 1,000. Because we're talking about Wonderland Pinball. Would you rather have the Wonderland Pinball?
Oh no,
we're gonna go there. Let's not go there yet, though. We're too early. We're shooting the gun.
We're being positive, Brad. This is the positive segment.
This is the positive segment. We got to keep it positive.
But Brad, to your point, there are people that love pinball so much they create devices, boxes that just play pinball, and it's like $1,000, and it's just a pinball controller.
Yeah,
it's not versatile like the Exarcade. That's how much people love playing digital pinball. So you're getting this at $400, let's say. It's not, and it plays more than that, you know, more than pinball. It can be your daily driver for Steam Deck and any other console. So this thing is a Swiss Army knife. I'm glad it works so well. Just keep bringing us tables, and I'm gonna be so happy.
I don't want KFB to feel cheated. I didn't do a super chat video, so let me do a quick super chat video. This one's for KFB. There you go.
All right.
All right. So, do you have anything else you want to say about the Evercade and the Pinball FX VR?
I just know that I say a lot of negative things about products in the community. I cannot say enough good things.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this too. As an avid pinball player, I literally just played a tournament in Battlestar Galactica, and live, I got the best score I've ever gotten on the machine live.
Nice.
Live play pressure, playing against House of Hounds, who's like I said, he is a wizard. And but playing that table, then going and playing it in Pinball FX VR, I felt like that was the perfect table because I literally just played it. I practiced it all week. I played it in a tournament against a very high-level player. Yep. And I could tell you, they nailed it. It played so good. Like, I felt like I was not missing a beat moving to VR, and it is so three-dimensional. This is if you love virtual pinball, you got a Quest. Check it out. It's so awesome. You know what I didn't like about it? It's $10. They don't give you any of the killer titles.
I know, of course not.
Sky Pirates. You get the Mummy. What was the Curse of the Mummy?
And
you get Noir, which is cool. It's cool, but it's not as cool. You know, it's they basically they're getting you in there. They're getting you through the door.
Yeah. Well, did you notice, Brad?
Is it the bait and switch? Are they getting you in there? They're teasing. They're getting you in there low, but all the good tables are kind of you're going to end up buying them, right? What do you think?
Did you notice though? As soon as
to make. Oh, go ahead, Kevin.
No, I was gonna say as soon as it starts, Brad and everybody, you're in the table and you turn around and there's an advertisement for like Addams Family. And you're like, Addams Family. Then they're like, buy now. You're like, no, what are you doing? You're like, I don't want to play Sky Pirates. And then there's stand-ups around the arcade for all the tables that they're trying to sell you. And you're like, come on.
I think they. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think that they should have included the Indiana Jones table, and I think they should have included Elvira, and I think they should have included. I'm just going off the rails now because there was no way they were gonna do that. But the cool thing is that them taking the time to put in real tables is just, I mean, that's what blew me away. When I first saw the beginning, I was going, oh, great, the Mummy. And then when I saw Indiana Jones, I was like, okay,
you're like here we
Papa
go.
Brad calls legit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I'm so glad to have DKOG73. We're going to see what a real gamer, someone that loves games.
Rainwater. Oh, sorry. I just want to say good to see everyone, man, on the channel. It's been a long time, and it's a blast being here. I just want to thank everybody. And thank you, Papa Brown. It's been a lot of fun, man. Just leading up to here and hanging out and playing some DK, man.
Man, it's awesome. It's awesome having you on, and I can't wait to see you and Rexer go at it. These are two. If you're talking about good gamers, that Donkey Kong, we're gonna get the show at the end, and we're gonna get to see two great players. So it's exciting. That being said, I think we've covered the pinball effect. I'm just telling you, buy it if you love Zen Pinball. You will not be disappointed. I was totally not disappointed. And speaking of disappointments, I think we're going to go. We're probably going to talk about some Evercade. I don't know if I was disappointed, but we're going to watch a quick trailer showing all that Evercade Showcase, kevgret.
Yep.
And we're going to show a quick trailer that's going to get us up to speed. And I took 10 minutes and cut it down to about 4 minutes. So this is going to get you all up to speed. Everything new with Evercade. You ready for it?
Cool.
Here we go. It's right here. Okay, here it is. And actually, I'm going to have it where we can talk over it, okay?
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So it's going to be a video where we can talk over it. It's just going to push us to the side. Evercade. 1 second. Let me get that off of there.
Hey, Brad, how many of these games are on the iArcade?
Hold on a second. I ruined it. Let's just take two. Take two.
All right. I didn't see anything.
I had overlay on it. Yeah, Evercade. This is the Evercade Showcase. We'll take a quick look at everything they have coming out. Now Evercade, I mean, this is not a super powerful system, is it, kevgret?
No, it's basically, ROMs.
iArcade games. These are all the iArcade games.
iArcade games. I mean, literally.
Video Game Vegas, did you buy some of these?
Oh, I have almost all of them.
People are being for a rude awakening when they play Corn Off the Arcade game.
It's terrible.
It's so freaking hard.
Yeah.
They're going to be for a very rude way. They're going to I like Karnov.
They advertise that, Brad, as like the lead game.
They like the look of Karnov.
This game's hard too. And the control scheme's impossible in the Evercade. I don't know what they're going to do.
Atomic Runner is awesome.
Yeah,
except for it's actually better on the Genesis.
So you're a fan of Atomic Runner, okay? See that one got my OCD going because that's one of those forced running games.
Yeah, exactly.
We looked at the first clip. We had Karnov and friends, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what was your favorite? You said what would be your favorite out of that little group of games that they showed? I think my favorite is probably Rogo Armor Force.
That's a good one.
Windjammers for me, I still play it on the iArcade, Brad. Yeah, I enjoy that, but
I mean, online. iArcade was so good.
Yeah, dude, we would play
Video Game Vegas. They gave us our games, and we have them forever.
I'll tell you,
iArcade. I mean, I don't ever have to buy those games again, do I?
That's right. And the thing that was really nice is the fact that they were vetted and they were made to work the way they were supposed to work. Yep. And I think that from the Evercade especially, this is another resurgence for if they ever, and I mean ever, get smart enough to put out a 3/4 scale cabinet with a cartridge slot, it's gonna just blow people's minds about, oh my gosh, I can actually now play these games on a brand new cabinet with and interswap games.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of people have not experienced the iArcade. iArcade's been and gone. The candle that burns twice as bright burns half as long. That's all I got to say about iArcade. So we're going to continue. Yeah, it's still burning with
still burning with me.
Yeah.
Gremlin. Now this was a surprise.
Yeah, I didn't expect this.
New hardware, more new hardware.
More new hardware.
Loaded
and reloaded, the only good ones. Whoever named this game was stupid. Ooh, let's play some Buggy.
Hey man, I like to get loaded.
Loaded's awesome. Both of those loaded games are great.
Yeah, that's probably worth the price of admission, but yeah, the other two I'm not a fan of.
Now the loaded games, weren't they on the PlayStation 1?
PlayStation 1.
Yeah. PlayStation.
I remember. I remember. I vaguely remember.
I still have them.
You do? Awesome.
Yep, I still have
they're
them.
fun. So you would recommend those are pretty fun. Okay.
Oh yeah, if you like top-down shooters, I mean they're great.
Yeah.
Okay, Video Game Vegas. I buy all the Evercade stuff. I'm what they call a completionist.
Yep.
That's awesome.
I have a complete set of Evercade cartridges, so it's not like I'm not going to buy it no matter what they put out.
Yeah.
But it's just here's my thinking on it too. Buying an NES complete set, that's not a reality for me. Some of those cartridges are so expensive. This was my chance to have a complete set of something retro gaming that I like.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's why I got into it. You could still get a complete set of cartridges. This is physical media.
Yeah.
Now, Evercade, this is not powerful hardware. This is kind of inexpensive retro gaming collections. But sometimes you play some games you might have skipped or you might not have played, right, kevgret?
Yeah, like those Broken Sword games. I've never experienced them when they came out. So there I am playing Broken Sword and loving every minute of it. So, you will and Brad, to be honest, there's so many indie games, like if you go on Steam Deck, but the Evercade curates the best of these indies, and you're like, whoa, okay. I've never Goodbye Galaxy.
Good
Boy Galaxy, whatever.
Top on the last indie collection.
Yeah.
So they get some good stuff. And it is kind of like, you're unplugging, I mean, this is low tech. You've got to control it with a cord. No wireless. It's a cord,
It's not wireless. Yes.
But I love Evercade, but not everyone does.
But you don't have to like everything that they do. You know what I mean?
The cool thing, even with some of the stuff that there's not Monster Tech involved, you don't have to have Monster Tech to play the best games of all time. You really don't.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's true. And then, of course, this is the big news: the Neo Geo card finally coming. Metal Slug. We knew it was coming.
Yep.
That's awesome. Okay,
there you go.
Yeah, what about you? Are you a fan of the Neo Geo games? DKOG73?
I love Neo Geo. If you guys want to hear a quick story.
Yeah, give me a quick story on Neo Geo.
Yeah, I'll give you a quick one. So when my wife was pregnant with our first daughter, she would send me to the grocery store or wherever late at night, you know, to get a shake or whatever, right? And there was a donut place in Anaheim where we lived, and they had Metal Slug, and I would go there and I'd pop a quarter in, and I'd do this like once a week. And she'd be like, "Where'd you go?" And I'm like, "Oh, I just went over to the donut store for a little bit."
It took a while.
To play Metal Slug.
Watching them make the donuts.
Watching them make the donuts. Hey, you want them hot, don't you? You want them hot?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. How about you, Video Game Vegas? Are you a fan of Neo Geo?
Oh my gosh, this is I'm actually working on my review for the MVSX, and
nice.
This was a staple of the arcades when I was when Street Fighter came out. I mean Street Fighter 2, and we got a Neo Geo machine in our student union. And I just played the heck out of it. And I'm telling you, when the MVSX came out and that Hilo X came out, the hack, and you could add all 149 games to it. It was a game changer. And the Neo Geo is just, they make some really amazing games, and I am so glad that Evercade is getting to participate in it.
Oh my goodness, I don't know if I should say it, but you know who was against that Hilo hack?
Who could be against that?
Don B didn't like that Hilo hack. He was not a fan.
I'd like to say something about that, but I mean, I don't want to get in trouble.
Well, you got to say it.
You could say it now. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, the thing
you have the machine. I didn't have the machine, but I knew about what was happening with it.
Yeah, basically just taking shots at every single thing that wasn't arcade 1-up, and I'll just say this. Basically, I mean, some of the things that have with my buddy Glenn and everything else that had happened in the background of all that kind of stuff, I just couldn't. It was like such a hypocritical thing, because arcade 1-up was using ROMs too. It wasn't like they were using original hardware.
Yeah, they got caught. Yep.
Who can be against emulation? Like a lot of these arcade games, we wouldn't even be able to play them if it wasn't emulation. Isn't that right, DKOG73? Are you against emulation?
No. You know, here's the deal. I mean, dude, we're preserving history and video games. They've transcended. I mean, even the movie industry, and I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if you're not playing on a PCB with the CRT, you're emulating for the most part, right?
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, it's all Evercade is just emulation as well. It's all emulation. Arcade 1-up is emulation. atgames is all their stuff is emulation, right?
Yep.
So I mean, it is what it is, you know. But let's continue. This is supposed to be Evercade. We're veering off the. We're going off the track. This is the Evercade Showcase segment.
This isn't Tomato Grass's portion.
We got the King of Fighters 2000.
This is fantastic.
That Ironclad looks great. I can't wait to play that one. I don't think I've played that one. Love Magician.
There's my game.
That one a lot. That's a great game.
This game's hard.
Magician Lord is awesome. Oh, one of my favorites, Sen Goku.
Love it. I love that one.
Yeah, the one that you could play. Yeah, the one that was like Commando, but you could actually last a long time on one quarter.
Yes. It had branching paths. It had different routes you could take. Amazing.
Yeah,
fantastic game.
This card, I was excited. Like I was like, when I saw this card, I was like, yeah, now just give me like 4 more of these, like, you know. But this was like a step towards what I wanted, kevgret.
Yeah, exactly. I thought they would lead with this as the announcement, give you the cart right up front. And I also wish they put all the Metal Slugs on one, all the King of Fighters, but it looks like they're going to split them up.
They're going to milk it out. They're going to milk it out. Yeah. And we'll talk about. We're going to finish watching it when we wrap it up real quick. But this has the release dates, and I edited way down. It was like 12 minutes. Got down to like 4.
Give them credit, Brad. At least they put the prices on here, unlike Nintendo.
Cool. Super Pockets. Yeah, they did show the prices straight up.
Unlike Nintendo.
I was surprised this one sold out before the red one. I thought the red one would be off the 3,000 limited edition.
That red one
out first, but this one actually sold even faster than the red one we're going to speak.
It was cheaper though.
It was cheaper. That's
true. That's
and
true.
You didn't have to do a conversion to dollars.
And it has the same game.
Yes. Yeah, I wish this was on a cartridge.
That's what we're going to talk about. See, Video Game Vegas is thinking ahead. He's right ahead of us all.
But these pockets are too small.
Samurai
Yeah, for
Showdown.
me.
Locking these games to this handheld, I think is a huge mistake.
Huge
Like, as a
mistake.
retro gamer, having any of these Neo Geo games locked to like the Super Pocket is like a mistake. Yeah.
They're forcing you to buy these Super Pockets like a cartridge. It's not fair. You know what I mean? Like Brooklyn owns every Super Pocket. He's probably got 10 of them. Like, do you really need 10 Super Pockets in your life?
I have to say I'm guilty. I have like 3 of them. Like, I don't need any more of them. You know?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
They lock the games to the devices.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Like, they had the Taito one, the
Capcom.
Invaders. They had the Capcom one with a bunch of great Capcom
Atari,
games.
right? They have Atari.
Well, I get it. This is like, it's cheap. Like, it's cheap enough. Like, you could sell this at Walmart and people could pick it up, or like at a department. Like, this probably sells like hotcakes. This is probably like, they're probably like, yeah, we got this, you know? It probably sells like crazy.
But Brad,
as
wasn't
a retro
the
gamer, like, I can't connect it to my
yeah,
my PS.
exactly.
I play it on my big TV.
Exactly. And wasn't speaking of which, that's why I say this is $50 with 40 games, all Neo Geo, all the Metal Slugs. It's got All Stars Baseball. It's got everything. And Brad, HDMI out. HDMI out.
HDMI out. HDMI out.
HDMI out. It's $50. It has 3 times as many games on these carts that they're showing you.
Don't lock these Neo Geo games to Super Pockets.
Yeah.
I mean, look, man. I love Evercade as much as the next guy. But, you can't do it, Katie. Katie, just say no. Release the games. Release the games.
And Brad, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't the red one like $30 more than the black one? How much was
it was more expensive? But
that's crazy.
When I saw that red.
Okay, here we go. So look, the black one is $60, right? How much is this red one? Let's see.
I think it's 80.
80. So it's $20 more for nothing, but just the color scheme.
The red and white, man. I love the way it looked.
It's such a bad precedent for them to keep increasing the prices for paint.
Once again, all these great games are gonna be locked to that handheld device.
Yeah, I agree.
Look at the list of these games. These are the bangers.
Insane.
They're locking all the bangers onto a pocket device.
They did that with Capcom too.
Yeah,
they did, and then you couldn't get them as a cartridge.
Like, look at this. Come on.
Oh, it's great.
Oh, is that Robo Army? Come on.
That's the one I got. The red. We'll pause that right there. But that's the limited edition.
It looks great.
I don't know if they're sold out yet. I have a feeling that are they sold out?
Yeah, they sold out pretty quick.
You probably did sell out of them, but I really had to have it. Like, when I saw the red and white, I mean, to me, that's the classic look, right, of Neo Geo. Like, you always saw one of these in an arcade.
Big red.
They always had like a lot of times they had the ones that played like 2 games, right, where you could switch.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
4 was the one that I remember the most, but I have seen 2s and 1s. Never seen a 6 though. That's the one that was supposedly was out in the arcades, but I have seen 6s online. But yeah, I think that the 4 was. I mean, that was the one I usually played.
Yeah, I actually got up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You got to get up at 6 a.m.
Right at 5 in the morning, I wake up.
3 in the morning, 5 in the morning.
I'm ordering this mug at 5 in the morning, and actually my bank flagged it. They were like, "Oh, there's some suspicious charges from Great Britain on your credit. You have to go through Fun Stock, you know."
Yeah,
I get all my stuff through Fun Stock.
Well, that's the only way you can. If you don't go to Fun Stock, you don't know if you're getting your product. That Evercade's got to solve that. Why can't you get it to Amazon, Evercade? Stop this. You're growing. You're getting better. Why do we have to spend another $10 to $15 in shipping just to guarantee we get this from Britain? It makes no sense. Yeah, it's horrible.
Got someone new coming in. Hey, what's up? The Rexer Show.
Hey.
I am here. Can you guys hear me okay?
I can hear you. I can hear clear as a bell.
I'm here.
Uh-oh.
Okay, if my mic cuts out, it's because my batteries died. So
okay.
Let me know.
No, you sound great. Okay, so we're just checking out some Evercade stuff. What's your opinion of Evercade? I'm just
Don't ask him. Don't ask him.
Rexer has them all.
We can just talk over.
He secretly has them all.
I can play any Evercade game I want on the Raspberry Pi and on 4,000 different devices. All right, so that's my thoughts on it.
You want to play Neo Geo games on this little Super Pocket?
No, I don't. Do not.
I think it's really cool because a lot of these old systems are introducing retro to a whole new generation. And
That is
I
true.
think that's cool.
Dude, Edward Randy, I do like that game.
Yeah,
You
that
like
game's.
Edward Randy, the cliffhanger is fun.
I played on my iArcade, Brad.
I mean, these things are fun. I think this is going to bring, like, this brings cheap retro games to people. Gives them at least some, new people will see this. And if it brings people into retro game, get the Game Freak here.
Big Game Freak.
And by the way, if you like Evercade content, he's got one. I love his channel. He does all kind of cool stuff with Evercade. So that was the Evercade Showcase. Rexer, you missed it. I know.
Oh man, I can't believe I missed it. I've never seen a handheld like that before that plays retro games. That's the first one I've ever seen.
I know.
Oh my god.
Oh boy, man. I got to be brave because I got to do the atgames news. I promise it'll be
All
quick.
right, go ahead.
That's okay, Papa Brad. I'll be nice.
Part of my
I'll
show.
be nice, Papa Brad.
Okay. So let's see. We're going to go super quick because basically there's not a whole lot. atgames news. They got the Jurassic Park music just came out for Jurassic Park Pinball, which is great. They added the original music. Flipper Friends games this week. Junkyard, South Park Pinball, Butters, Bubble Bobble, Haunted House. You like that game, don't you, Video Game Vegas?
Not on the 4KP. Oh my gosh, they
Why'd
ruined it.
Why'd you ask him, Brad?
I love Haunted House.
He does love Haunted House.
Yes, he loves
And
Haunted House.
of course, who doesn't love exoplanets? Who doesn't love exoplanets?
What the hell is that?
They've got let me see. We got the new music unlocked.
The
That just
music.
came unlocked.
Awesome.
The music is good. The music is great.
Awesome.
So if you have the Jurassic Park Pinball, they got the new music unlocked. So that was pretty much all the atgames news. We're going light on the atgames news tonight. So next topic. Let me pull it up. How you doing tonight, Rexer?
I'm doing good. I'm changing my batteries if you can't hear me. So hang
welcome
tight.
to the show. Welcome to the show.
I
Go
think
ahead,
you're hitting his I think his favorite topic is next. He's been waiting for this one all week, Brad. I think
it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I can't wait. So just to get Rexer caught up, we talked a little bit about Zen Pinball VR and Xarcade, and now we're ready to cover the really good stuff.
Woo!
We're talking about Wonderland Pinball.
Oh yeah.
Oh, poor guys.
Wonderland Pinball news. It's time for that segment. So we're going to start off. It's a little bit long video, but I want to watch the video so we can discuss it. Okay, so it's a little long. It's not crazy long, but it's a little long. So if y'all need a little break,
Okay.
it's a little long. I'm just warning you. Okay, this will be a good time to take a quick little break if you're on the show. Okay, but here's the video. This is by kevgret, who's actually here. So we're going to talk about it afterwards. Some things have changed since this video. This is the classic, but we're going to watch it live. Here we go.
Let's go.
Wonderland Amusements, a new company from the designers that brought pretty much all the arcade one-up cabinets to us, are tackling making a 3/4 scale pinball machine, which they plan to kickstart on March 11th. It's based on Alice in Wonderland. I've been keeping a watchful eye on this. This is a topic that interests me. We're going to get the panel's thoughts on the Alice Goes to Wonderland pinball machine from Wonderland Amusements. Let's hear what everyone has to say.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We are going to check out some footage of this from
balls
WonderCon,
each there.
from VCon.
One of the first things you can see is that the layout it looks much better and it flips pretty well, in my opinion.
So the first
right
thing
now,
you notice is
the flipper
everything
strength
is
is good to
blinking.
actually flip the pinball machines. There is an
There's
issue
no
which you'll see a little bit
code.
later on with the flipper maintaining the ball when you're trying to catch the ball on the left flipper itself. So that
he's
is something
just
they
rattling
definitely need to
this
check
little
out.
marble
But
around
overall, with the
super
two
fast.
ramps on the left and right side going down wire forms, there are pretty interesting shots to hit. You can see me hitting that left ramp pretty consistently. consistently. The left targets there are on
Now he's
these
shaking the
switches, so they just
machine.
kind of
I
bounce
don't know if
around. They
there's an
really don't
accelerometer to
kind
know
of
if you're
stay up and
tilting
down,
this
so they need
thing.
to strengthen those
So,
lift switch,
no one is
lift
talking
Why
about
is
switches
that.
he
And then
before.
you notice he hit
We
the
got a
pop
post
bumper
save down there
down
right down
that.
the middle. But
I
overall,
don't know
in terms
why
of
they would put a
flipping,
pop
it
bumper
flips
right
pretty
there. It just
decently
seems
in my
like a weird
opinion to be able to
design
at
choice.
least get this going. But there is absolutely zero code on this at the moment. There's
That's
nothing
right.
even
No
on the
code,
DMD
ladies and
playfield.
gentlemen.
I'll share in my final thoughts kind of what's happening with the DMD, but they had some issues getting it working for this
DMD
actual event.
broke.
So this was just a flippable, playable
It's flippable.
demo of the game just to be able to see the artwork, be able
what
to
a
flip it, see
compliment
how the
for a
pinball
pinball,
felt.
guys.
So it
It's
has some of the
flippable.
bones, but there's so much more potential and more things that I definitely think they need to work out before it gives all the buyers confidence that this is going to be a machine that's going to last a long time and play really well. So in the early stages of this right now, you can see right there, there's some flipper strength issues where it just...
Ladies and gentlemen, did you just see what happened there? We have to go back. He tries to flip the ball with his flippers, and the flipper says, nah, dog. We're done. We're tired for the day. Watch this.
You can see right there, there's some flipper strength
Look,
issues where
he
it just kind
couldn't
of
hit the
fails.
ball. He tried to
Hopefully they'll
catch
address
it.
that as one of the major issues I saw on this machine. Okay, here's
flippable.
ball 2, and let's talk a little
Let's
bit
look at
about
ball
the
2.
switches. Like, how does the game know when it rolls over certain areas or passes through things that it actually did something? How does they know
That
it
ball
went through the
drained
out
pretty
lane, the inner
quickly,
lane,
so
through
here
those
he
top
goes again.
lanes there?
This is
So
technically
instead of
ball
having
3,
rollover
but-
switches, this game is using a ton of magnetic switches sensors underneath the playfield. So almost like a Hall effect sensor where the ball is really the one that's causing the sensor to roll over. So there's some arguments to be said. Oh, that's a big air ball right there.
Oh,
That's
ladies and
the
gentlemen,
magnetic-
please tell me you saw that. So, that happened so quickly that I have to go back and show it to you. Keep an eye on the left side of the playfield. B hits a shot. It ricochets off of, it looks like the pop bumper, and flies onto the out ramp all the way on the left. Check this out, guys. You cannot make this up right now. Watch this. Watch this.
the one that's causing the sensor to roll over. So there's some arguments to be said. Oh, that's a big air ball right
Yep.
there.
That's exactly what happened. It hits the side of the yellow pop bumper, flies up in the air, and goes over the ramp, the card ramp, and into the metal ramp. Now, it looks like the plexiglass is not on this thing. So what would happen if this ball keeps doing that? Because it's a design flaw. And next thing you know, this plexi's getting hammered and hammered. That's not going to last long. It's going to crack eventually. But did you see that? Did you see that design flaw? Hits the pop bumper, jumps at least a foot over and into the metal out ramp. This is wild.
That the magnetic sensors could last longer than physical switches. The switches themselves, there are some physical switches on the left side with those leaf switches there. There is another bash toy in the kind of Newton ball on the top right with the Mad Hatter that's a physical switch too. But otherwise, magnetic switches and opto sensors are how this is working. So there are some opto sensors as well when
This
the
is
ball goes
technically
through
ball
lanes from the
4.
top
He
that
drained
senses
earlier,
the ball going
but
through,
we'll let
as
it
well
go.
as in the spinner, there's an opto. So once the ball passes the spinner and it flips, each little flip on the spinner is going to be able to record points too. Right now, there is no points happening on the D&D. There's nothing going on in terms of code right now. So that little ball section that's getting stuck,
Oh!
this is a stuck area that the
Oh!
ball got trapped there.
The ball
Hopefully
got
they'll be able to
stuck on
fix
his
this
first
on
playthrough.
production. So there were some mechanical issues with the game. When it first turned on, the right-hand side has a little trap door to be able to lock balls for a multi-ball. That solenoid was firing consistently and is moving up and down. And so with the code not working and being wonky, a ball going over the sensor would start a multi-ball even though you hadn't done
So did you
anything.
hear that, ladies and
So they
gentlemen?
decided just to disable that
They
feature for right
disabled
now.
multi-ball
Again, this
because
is
it's not
in its current
working.
state, more of a flippable demo
its
just to kind
current
of see it
state.
with its artwork and test it out than actual any game codes. Unfortunately, it's a little bit disappointing at this stage of the game to see, but in terms of what they've been able to put together in the last 5 months has been impressive so far.
Stop being
Last
5
thing as I
months.
went through
They
the
haven't
side right
been working
there,
on
I
this
was
for
just
5
pointing out
months.
that the right hand side of the outlane doesn't have any post there, it's just metal, but that's not atypical of other games. Originally, I wanted to show some gameplay with the music, but the composer, Marco Belloni, actually has his Tango in Wonderland music copyrighted, so won't be able to play it in full, but you can kind of hear some of the background dings and dongs of the Tango in Wonderland theme, and it is very melodic, so they use very much an Alice in Wonderland theme, but this song was made in 2022, which means they had somebody that already did some work in the Alice in Wonderland universe, and so I think the songs and the theme and the music do match the gameplay a little bit. There are some really light callouts that I was hearing. I heard a call out for the White Rabbit that says, "Hey, I'm late," and then I did hear an Alice call out as well. So they are using voice actors and voice actresses to be able to add a little bit more elements into the gameplay. And so I do hope we get to see some future code where we can hear the music, the call outs, all of those elements in it as well. In fact, I really do hope that the Wonderland Amusements folks do some additional gameplay footage with the music on their own channels and things where they don't really care about monetization, where in this channel we know you care about monetization. We know you care get some about YouTube revenue from watching these videos. So thank you very much, Marco Belloni, for copywriting this music. Anyways, hope you guys have been enjoying this gameplay. This is the last little piece of it here. I will also leave some links to some raw gameplay videos and pictures in case any other content creators would like to make some content on their own. Thanks so much. And final thoughts.
Let's just end it there. You've seen this raw footage. It's not ready for prime time. You had the ball get stuck. They had to turn off multi-ball. DMD's not working. The code's not working. The sounds aren't working. Scoring isn't working. He popped a ball off the pop bumper and into the ramp on the Caterpillar side. Plexiglass isn't on it, which I don't know why. I would love to see this thing with the plexi on it so we can see in its full glory how many times that ball would slip up and pop off of it. Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go.
Oh, that's tough to watch.
Yeah, man, that was the best video of the week.
It's tough
knocked
to
it
watch.
out of the park. You knocked it out of the park. I mean, that video was fire.
Oh my god, I was so mad.
Video came out.
Brad. Yeah, a new video came out today, and it set the world on fire. They lost backers after they published it.
Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. I got some data. I got some data.
You got some data.
Let's take a look at this. This is pretty hot looking, man. I mean, that looks amazing. And then let the numbers speak for themselves. kevgret, can you tell me about this data here?
So
this is their Kickstarter. This is today.
Yeah, so everybody, this is each day's backers and the number of backers. If you see a negative number, that means people have voted to take away their money from this Kickstarter. And look today. 3 backers backed it, and they backed out after that video came out. I've been tracking this through a website, and we have -8 backers in 2 days. This thing is a disaster. They might not even get enough money to finish this up if they don't watch it.
What do you think? What do you think, Video Game Vegas?
So I'm going to say something nice first.
Okay.
So
yeah,
I'm going to say that I really like the artwork on the machine.
Mm-hmm.
If you were just to look at it, it'd be for me, I'd go, oh my gosh, I'd love to have that. And I'm talking about the artwork on the table, the side, and the side blades, all that kind of stuff.
This
looks amazing.
Look at it. Yeah.
I also love the bumpers in the back.
Mm.
I think they really they look like they're really hitting bumpers like on a real pinball table. Mm-hmm. Everything else looks like it's playing like a toy.
Exactly.
I mean, it looks like a Fisher Price pinball. Fisher Price. Let's check this out. Wait a minute. They got an update. Oh,
please.
Here it comes.
Let's take
now look, I took their video and I cut it down to 1 minute and 20 seconds. 1 minute and 20. I took a 12-minute video. So let's check it out.
And my game ended. Here's my game end animation. Right for
I can help you find your way.
And now I've got the cat lit up. Alright. Obviously I'm getting the tea party animation. This is a placeholder. We haven't finished the animation for the for the queen. And
Oh my, I'm shrinking.
all right, so I got my shrinking potion, got my hearts to do. I'll do those last because that goes into another timed bonus round. Same for the Mad Hatter. Let's see, we can go up and do this side range here. All right, so I've lit that up. Let's go one more time. And should good. One more time. Whoops. All right, so now I've got all three lit up, and I got that one. Got this one here. I think that's the little side round. This wouldn't cooperate with me earlier, but let's see if I can get it to go.
He can't even make the ball go where he's trying to make it go with his hands.
can't.
He's losing his hand. He can't even get the ball to go where he wants it to go.
Somebody save him from himself, please. Save him. Oh my
In this economy, you're spending $1,000, man. You got to have a good product. Period.
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, well, okay, now we're going to bring up the topic. It's almost the same price as getting the brand new Quest 3 and a Evercade pedestal. I'm just call it Evercade Tankstick VR. It's almost the same price. What would you rather have?
I mean, there's no doubt in my mind what I would get. I would actually say you can get two Switch 2s if the prices hold, and still have $100 in your pocket.
Would you rather be able to play Addams Family and Twilight Zone in
or
VR
Alice
with incredible fielding controls, or this? And I'm not really going to compare it to other pinball, but I mean these are about the same price. I mean journalistic integrity, Rexer, is it important?
Oh my God, we shouldn't even talk about journalistic
integrity because I felt like I had to cobble that video together.
We can hear you.
Okay, so we shouldn't talk about journalistic integrity until we have James Hates Everything and Mike B here, that are the epitome of journalistic integrity. So I don't think we can even talk about it until those guys are here to tell us what it's all about. So
yeah, because we don't know anything about it.
Wait, can I say one thing about
absolutely
this, Wonderland? Okay,
absolutely.
I'm going to be like Video Game Vegas, and I'm going to give them some props for something. It's $850. Okay, it's $850. This is what you should expect to get for $850. Maybe a little bit better of something, but it is bad. It is not. I'm going to say it again. We are gaming channels, right, Papa? We are not gaming.
I love games. I'm here for the
gaming channels. We are gaming channels. We should not be happy with something like this. We are not Meg Turney or some other Yahoo, influencer who doesn't understand video games and doesn't understand pinball. We are gaming channels, and anybody who dedicates their channel to gaming that promotes this garbage should literally lose their channel, and they should lose their YouTube license, and they should just be banned. Okay, that's what I'm going to say.
It was fully funded in 2 minutes, though. What are you talking about?
Fully funded. We love this. This is
it was fully funded in 2 minutes.
This is arcade one-up in the pinball fashion, and we should have learned our lesson.
I learned my lesson with this one. Hey man, fool me once, Fool me
shame
once.
On you. Shame on the company. Fool me twice. Shame on you.
Shame on me. Shame on me if I buy it again.
Shame on you.
Shame on me if I was to buy it again. But anyway, so
it looks pretty, right? Right, everyone.
Yeah,
it looks
pretty. Good.
Looks great. Look good. So did the arcade one-ups, and now nobody has them. Nobody cares about them. Even the biggest shills that there ever were don't even care about them and don't have them. Okay, so what do you think is going to happen with this?
They just don't get played. They're basically dust collectors or background fodder.
I know that I'm going to be shamed for this, but I still have a lot of arcade one-up machines.
Okay.
Most of them are modded, but I still like the ones that I can't say that I like all of them that I have, but I can say that I am glad that that there was a company out there that came up with a concept of smaller machines. But I will never argue quality over real machine. I mean, not real machines. I don't call them real machines. I say commercial machines with commercial parts. I definitely am happy that I was able to build a home arcade in my house with the games that I wanted to put in it. So, but definitely, I mean, it's one of those things that I'm all about quality when it comes to spending my money, and I don't want to spend if they can't prove that they can make this thing work, at least to the point where I'm thinking I'm playing pinball. I mean, $850 is still too much in my opinion.
Money.
Yeah.
It's still
Well,
money.
I'm getting tired.
You could easily
can I-
get the question.
Yeah. Let me say one thing that I don't think people
Absolutely.
say enough. And I hope you guys can still hear me, but
We can hear you. You're coming through clear as a
good.
bell, Rexter.
Okay, good. Because I'm tired of people saying, "Oh, but this is only $850 and I can't afford all these machines and I can't afford a Stern." And yet they line their house up with 25 one-ups that are all modded that cost $20,000, right? And they're all saying, "Oh, I can't afford a 10,000. Go buy a used one for $4,000 or $5,000, okay? And get rid of your 20 one-ups that are modded that are now coat hangers and clothes bins." You know, I mean, this is what people. The logic baffles me for these people who have 30 one-ups and then complain that they don't have money, and they modded them all with whatever they have. It's insane to me, but.
You know, it just
game-
kind of,
Go
just
ahead,
kind
go
of, I agree with you 100%. I do think that it's great that it brought attention to retro gaming. I think it made it somewhat accessible. But I mean, obviously, you know, we could talk about controls and screens and all that stuff. But as far as like, you know, I think for a lot of the community, I think it gives them a great opportunity to make modding videos. I mean, if you want to have a bazillion views and you want to get a lot of traction, mod videos are where, I mean, they're huge, right? I mean, I made a mod video years ago, but I do think it gives.
How many views does that one have? I know some of your videos have some crazy views.
So I just think that it gives people an opportunity to build stuff. And I also think there's a lot of people that graduated past Arcade 1-Up, right? And
We
so
evolved, right?
Yeah.
It's evolution, right? Isn't it, DKOG73?
100%.
I mean, we've evolved past it. Like we, you know, a lot of people that started with it, there's just better stuff out there right now.
Yeah, but
Well, I think people got over the beauty of Arcade 1, like, because they were beautiful machines and looked pretty in your house. But then you realized, wait a second, I can have a better gaming experience with, you know, something that isn't as pretty or have the prettiest artwork. I mean, look what DKOG's playing a Donkey Kong on, right? A well, you know, quality machine with a nice screen, you know, it looks good, good controls, and has a multitude of games, I'm sure, you know?
Oh, man.
So
Sick.
And I started with the one multi-cade solution. This is before Arcade went up and all of that. And when I finally got to build an arcade, when Arcade 1-Up came out, and a lot of these companies were making 3/4 scale machines, I never wanted to go back to a one multi-cade solution. And I even rewired the my arcade now to be turned on with buttons. So basically I don't even have to go and turn on all the machines. I hit a couple buttons and boom, everything comes on. Because basically what was happening is I had all these machines, but it was a pain in the butt to turn them all on. And so I would go into my arcade and I would literally turn on one machine. And I wanted this whole arcade experience, but it became cumbersome. So I actually spent 17 hours with my brother, and we rewired the whole thing with remotes. And I'll tell you what, I can go in, I can turn on the arcade within a matter of 10 to 20 seconds now. And all the machines come on. And so that's the kind of feeling that I really, really wanted to have. But the thing is I was not going to compromise. If you, you won't hear me just tell everybody these machines are incredibly awesome and everything. I've only been able, out of the 14 reviews, that I've put up so far, I've only recommended 4 3/4 scale machines. So it tells you that I would feel so horrible if someone was to buy some of these machines that I bought and spend the money and then go, well, Don, you said that they were Vegas. You said that they were amazing. And I go, well, you know what? I couldn't live with myself if people decided to buy these machines. And
there was a few unicorns, right? There was a couple unicorns. They did the Star Wars was a unicorn.
Star Wars is still amazing.
They did the Defender Partycade was a unicorn, but they were far and few between. Like the ones that were good, they never took any feedback on the good ones to make more of them, which is crazy.
Crazy.
You know, to me, crazy. So, and right now, like I think they're more lost than ever. If you look at this new Miss Pac-Man,
it's so bad.
This is an atrocity. Look at the aspect ratio of the screen for Pac-Man.
It doesn't make any sense. Who would approve that?
This is someone that hates retro games.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
that's all I got to say. If you created this, you hate retro games.
Well,
Fred, question. Who did they hire to like design this stuff?
Well, here's the thing. That's exactly right. You know who designed that? The bean counters are running the company. There's say what you want about John D and Scott. They knew who Pac-Man was. Now the bean counters are running the company. They don't care about vertical versus horizontal. They don't care about Pac-Man looking stupid on the artwork. They just look at this. It costs X. We sell it at Y. Profit.
Hey man, we could put this in a good box and ship it for cheap. We can make a beautiful box for this.
That's all
Once
it's about.
Once it's in the person's house, they don't care.
There's no passion. There's no passion.
They just don't care. They just don't care. They blatantly don't care. It's totally clear. They just do not care.
It's just business, right? I mean, the parent company is Tastemakers. I don't know if you remember years ago, they had like these little eggs that the little kids
Hatchimals.
Or whatever, right?
Yeah.
They're not well, in my opinion, they're not about hardcore getting it right, giving someone a 100% solid solution. I mean, it's rough. I like I said, I'm looking at that Pac-Man. I'm going, if you can't even get the aspect ratio right,
I'll just say one thing though. The one thing that's great about the concept that came out, because I won't talk about the end product because most of the end product sucks, and but the concept itself is the reason that we're all sitting here in a live stream today. I wouldn't know Papa Brad. I wouldn't know kevgret, Rexer, and even a person who I'm meeting for the first time. Because we wouldn't be talking about this because it would just be John's Arcade saying, man, wouldn't it be cool to have 40 machines in your basement that and you have the budget to put extra circuit breakers and everything else to make it all happen.
You know, here's the thing, like this panel, we all love games.
That's right.
We don't care what, like you can have a different opinion. You can hate at games.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hate you because you don't like what I like. I mean, but we all love games, you know. We share a common bond, you know. And that's the way it should be, in my opinion. Just in my opinion. What do you think, Rexer? Rexer's pleading the fifth.
Yeah, sorry. No. I go on mute so you don't, you know. So.
Yeah,
he's screaming.
I will definitely give credit that Arcade 1-Up was. Well, people don't know this, Brad, but when Arcade 1-Up first showed their first Street Fighter years and years ago in an ad, I was stoked. I was like, this is awesome. I can't wait. I was on the train. I was ready to buy it. And I was in Discord saying this is great before people even knew about it. I remember Pat and Plays. We were talking about it. And then the first video came out and I saw it and I was like, uh-oh. You know, this isn't what I expected right off the bat. Like, it wasn't what I hoped for. It was, you know, I didn't know what to expect. But when I saw the first video, I'm like, nope. I'm like, I can't promote this thing. It's too small for me. I can tell you can't play two players. But the whole point was, it opened up people to come into the arcade industry, and like Video Game Vegas was saying, we're all here today talking about it. Because, you know, let's face it, I only had, you know, a couple friends who would come over and play retro games with me, you know, before, and didn't have anybody to share it with. Nobody was a nerd like me or cared about this stuff. You know, I was playing these games when I was a kid. I was playing Mortal Kombat in college, you know, and people, you know, were like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. I like video games. You know, what do you, you know, sorry, you know, what do you want me to do? Now I see other people who were in the same boat as me. It's good to have people around you that like the same interests.
Yeah, and we're in a golden age. Like, we have all the games now. Like, we have the full arcade at our fingertips.
On a thumb
like
drive.
We have everything we ever wanted. If you grew up in the golden age of arcades, 80s and 90s, maybe even up to the 2000s, all these games are easily playable through emulation anymore. Like we have everything right at our fingertips. So really, it's a golden age if you love these arcade games, in my opinion. Okay, so with that being with Arcade 1-Up segment, I guess that's gone. I guess we're not going to talk about Iconic Arcade.
No.
There'll be a ton of mon.
Of course, we're going to talk about Iconic Arcade, the XXL machine. Just kidding. We're not talking about Iconic Arcade tonight, unless someone has something they want to say. Okay.
I'll tell you what, with
Yes.
Iconic Arcade, I was so happy to see that people were going to be getting, because I'm not into the larger cabinets. I'm just not. I like the smaller ones. But one of the things that you've always kind of rung through, Papa Brad, is that the options, just having options
are good.
To be able to make another gamer happy, you know, to say, here you go, you've been wanting a larger cabinet and everything else. However, and this is just me with how I started with Arcade 1-Up and everything else, I would have given them the moon. I would have bought so many, just kept buying and buying and buying, if they would have at least cared about the quality and being able to just spend a little extra cash. They did it one time, and that was with the Marvel Superheroes with their limited edition, putting in Sanwa buttons and sticks, and it only cost an extra $100. I would have given $100 every single time to say, hey, here's the non-moddable version. Here's the one you get for, and you don't even have to pay. You only have to pay us an extra $100. So I'm a little bit. I'm hoping that I don't think that they're going to come through, because they basically said that they're going to be using the same cheap stuff. So, but I think that if it can make somebody happy, I think that I'm happy when I see any of these things. If it brings somebody an arcade machine that they've wanted.
Okay, 100%. And
games for sure.
Okay, and so we're going to go on to our next segment. This is the infamous Retro Legends Retro Babe segment. And we got a new Retro Babe tonight. Let's see who it's going to be. Oh, by the way, Tracy Lords apparently is enough to get your content as fully mature. I got a content warning. So we're gonna lower it a bit from porn stars, Tracy Lords, but this is this week's Retro Babe. All right. There we go.
Finally, Papa Brad, you scored 100 there. That was awesome.
That was a good one. I did okay.
Good one.
So
Yeah.
it's time for tournaments. We're going to talk about our tournaments that we ran this week on Retro Legends, and we're
We're
going
not
to
going to talk about Cameron Diaz
We can talk about Cameron Diaz. Tell me about Cameron Diaz.
That's what he came for.
after I'm done boxing the clown. Nobody knows that. Nobody knows that.
We know
okay, anyway. Cameron Diaz is in the new movie, Kev, that we talked about with Steve Wiebe.
Steve Wiebe.
No, with Steve Wiebe from Donkey Kong.
Correct.
The Rexter Show. The Rexter Show. I got something to show you. Rexter Show.
Let's see.
This is the original.
Oh, the King of Kong on DVD.
There it is.
Yeah. DVD, man. I bought this at Blockbuster. Look at this.
Wow. Oh, my gosh.
Look at that.
That
This
is
is
epic.
Look, it's even got the reversible sleeve. Look at this. Check this out.
Oh my god, that's
Look,
epic.
Oh, that one's better.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
A King of Kong poster.
That's awesome.
Anyway, I just
How
thought
did you
that
get
was
that at
cool.
Blockbuster? Did you go to
Man, they had it at
Blockbuster?
Blockbuster. Yeah, they had it at Blockbuster. It's where I bought this DVD from. That's how long I've been into this retro game and stuff. This is a classic. If you haven't seen this movie, oh my goodness, it's so good.
Yeah, I found out Biggie D hadn't seen it. And I'm
What?
like, Biggie, you can't call yourself a gamer until you go see freaking
Yeah.
King of Kong.
You got to see the King of Kong. This movie is absolutely fantastic. I'm so glad I bought a physical copy because now I don't. It's probably on a lot of streaming services, but I love this movie.
It's on Apple TV.
Is it on Apple TV?
Yeah, I got it for $5 last week.
Oh, cool. So
yeah, it's awesome.
A lot of people say this is not real. This is like a made-up documentary. It's not a real. I mean, they're real players, but as far as the actual plot of it, what do you think, Rex?
Real.
What?
The whole thing's real. I don't know.
The whole thing's real?
I'm sure they took some liberties here and there.
Yeah, there's always
We're
liberties.
saying they set Billy Mitchell up to be the heel.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure.
But I mean, he kind of is. You know, it's kind of his personality, isn't
But
it?
I don't think you need to set him up. I think he is a heel.
Steps into it, doesn't he?
The heel.
Did he cheat, Rexer? Did he cheat? Is his Donkey Kong?
Well, yes.
cheat,
I
or is-
mean, I think there's 100% conclusive evidence that he lied. Whether you call it cheating or not is something different, but he lied that he wasn't playing MAME.
Wasn't playing MAME.
But he played MAME. I mean, that's all there is to it. You know. So
yeah, he would have been better off if he didn't say, "Oh, what's MAME? I don't know what MAME is." I'm like, "Are you kidding
Are
me?"
you serious? How could you be in the
You
retro
moron.
gaming hobby and not know what MAME is? We
Yeah.
got a $1.99 from Steps Gaming, one of my favorite channels on YouTube.
Hey, Steps.
Papa Brad is legit. This is for you.
I was waiting for that guy to stab himself.
Alrighty, man.
Papa
That's
Rap.
good, man. I'm about to stab myself. That's
Papa
Kung
Rap.
Fu Grip, Papa. That's Kung Fu Grip.
Okay, that was you, Papa.
Yeah,
doing
that was
all
Papa.
Me. That was
Rap.
my Kung Fu stages, my karate stages. So here's the deal on this show. To win a prize, you have to play in our tournaments. I'm going to pull a name of the people that played. So we're just going to go through the names. Let's see. We got Blue Juice Mist. Let me make myself full screen so people see the names going in here real quick. I'll make it quick. Blue Juice Mist. Who's this joker? Video Game Vegas. He dropped a score. What game did you play, Video Game Vegas? Moon Patrol. You dropped a score. You got to drop a score. Only people that play can win. T. McCloskey. We got the Game Freak.
Nice.
We got Jabba. I don't know if it's Jabba the Hutt, but it's Jabba. He played. Retro Tech X. Good luck. Nix. T. McCloskey. Herb Wars. So y'all can talk while I'm doing this. I'm gonna make myself small. Y'all just talk.
I'll tell you, Papa Brad, as long as you don't put Rachel Zegler as your next retro babe, I think we'll be all good.
Okay, good. Dave LB. Chilada Love. YO. House of Hounds. And we have an iScored tournament that is up every week. You've played in it a bunch, Kevgret. Tell them about iScored. Sacro.
Yeah, so Brad picks a couple pinball tables, picks a
Alligator.
classic arcade game, and then you can use the app to log your score, play it all week, play it on any device you own the game on, just get a score up on the leaderboards, and then you can be entered into the mouth here for a gift card to atgames.
Oh, no, anything. It could be like if someone wins there into Evercade, I'll buy them a card.
Cool. Okay.
About
So
$25 limit. Yeah, but anything. It's going to be, it's really whatever the person wants that wins.
Gotcha.
But the whole point of this is just to get, it's for the fun of playing games.
Yeah.
Only people that play the game can win. So, like, you have to play. If you want an Evercade card, whatever you want, it's only $25.
It's easy to get your score recorded. He'll put some barcodes up on the screen. You put it on there with your phone. Boom.
Nice and simple. Dave LB.
Congrats, man.
The Papa, you are the winner.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Winner, chicken dinner. And we are done with the giveaway for the week. I know I do it kind of old school, but I kind of like it doing that way, but I do it old school. Okay. Oh, Chris HC is Jabba. Chris HC here is Jabba. Well, thanks for playing. I know I saw he was one of the newer players. We're just going to throw up the scores for the week. How about Rexer? What do you think of Moon Patrol? Is that a game you like?
Yeah, I just turned off my mic, but we played it with Tom, I remember.
Yeah, we were
my score, but there was a big competition. With Moon Patrol and how far we can get. And I can't remember my score, but
Moon Patrol's epic. Now I know you put in an amazing Frogger score that was next level. Yeah. The Frogger score you did was insane. So the tournament we did for the past week was Moon Patrol, the Getaway, and Space Shuttle. I'm just going to put up our scores real quick so we can see all of the friends that played. We have Nick's Reviews actually won Moon Patrol. Congratulations, Nick's. And then second place was Sacro. I think I was third. House of Hounds, Game Freak, Herb Wars, Video Game Vegas.
High score from that. If you guys can hear me. I had to go down and look at my high score. 100,140 was my score.
101?
140,000.
106.
106.
Okay, and then we played some the Getaway. We had House of Hounds was the winner for that. Nick's Reviews, YO, Chilada Love, Retro Tech X, Valley Dern, Dave LB, Blue Juice Miss, Papa Brad, Team McCloskey, Herb Wars. We played a Zaccaria game called Space Shuttle. This was like a classic, almost like a retro pinball, like a solid state pinball. This is more of an old school pinball. Dave LB was the winner. Team McCloskey, Chilada Love, Jabba, Herb Wars, YO, Sacro, Papa Brad. New games dropping this week. We got 3 new ones. This week's games will be Donkey Kong. It's on like Donkey Kong.
There it is.
There it is. DK, we got 2 of the best Donkey Kong players in our tiny community. You're going to be squaring off. We got Medieval Madness, which is a great table. We got the Black Hole, which is a Gottlieb table. Do you like Black Hole Video Game Vegas?
Oh, you know it. It was interesting. I was going to ask you if I could, if I do get my New Wave Toys Black Hole before the end of the tournament, can I play on that?
Yeah. You play on that. Put in your high score.
Yeah, you know that one doesn't play.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I do have. It's coming. I got one coming.
Yeah, it's coming before the end of the century. Don't worry.
Speaking of New Wave Toys, Video Game Vegas. What are your opinions on this?
Oh God.
See, that's my big baby. So
what
the thing is,
New Wave Toys.
I remember when I first saw this at a movie theater, and I was just blown away by it, and trying to put my hand in to see if I could touch the characters. The game never appealed to me as an actual game, but I just love the technology, and having something like this in a small form is great because I can enjoy the look of it and everything else. I would never buy a 3/4 scale version of this because I know I would never play it because of the gameplay. But just to have something that looks so just like that, because the machine is beautiful. I like it. Although some people call it a washing machine, I actually like the look of it.
That looks like a washing machine. Look at that.
I do love it though.
Well,
Play
so
that
you,
at Circus.
you would be a day one. You would be day one ordering it if is this is not officially official, right? It's just something they're thinking about.
They're saying $300, and I definitely will because that's how I actually put more machines in my arcade. Is I buy the smaller versions. I can play. I have enough machines with enough controls.
Enough multi-cades,
I can play them all. Yeah, so
we can play them all. We're at the point we can play it all. If it's from the golden age, we can play it. I mean, it's like you don't need any more machines once you get to a point when you can play them all.
Yeah, and so having these smaller machines and being able to have them represented in the arcade and they play and they play in the background, it's just amazing to have all these machines.
Okay, and we got Steps Gaming with a $1.99 super chat who's excited for the Tiger Heli port to the 70. I'm very excited. I'm a huge Atari fan, so that's pretty exciting. So new physical cartridge from Atari.
Yeah, it's like 5 different ones.
They have 5 different ones. I think
$30
Tiger
each.
Kind of like their headliner, though. They're doing like Avalanche. They're doing some another like an updated version of Circus Atari, I think.
Yeah, it's like Super Circus Atari or something.
Super Circus Atari. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So, give you a quick little super chat video. So that's enough of that. So there's never I like Atari stuff, so I haven't picked it up though yet, but I do like Tiger Heli. That was one of Toplin's first shooters. Of course, we had all these games on the iArcade, didn't we?
Yes, exactly.
And they're pretty much perfect. Like I feel like they play very accurate, you know.
That's the thing, Papa Brad, with the iArcade. Out of all the 3/4 scale cabinets, they're the only ones that did what they did. And I'll tell you what, I don't have another 3/4 scale cabinet with licensed games on it that has that many games. They were the only ones that actually did it. So
yeah. They really gave it a shot. I mean, they had the whole Toplin collection, which was pretty amazing, you know.
Oh yeah, and I loved watching your videos with all the different shooters. You were so much into the shooters and being able to see them.
I still love shmups.
Yeah.
I still love
exactly.
shmups. I mean, that's still one of my favorite categories of arcade games for sure.
But I enjoyed those
100%.
videos because you really just and even when you guys were doing the Brooklyn Menace had his show,
Friday Night Arcade show.
Oh my gosh, I was so into that. I just loved it.
Yeah, I love the Friday Night Arcade show. That's part of the reason for this show too. That show Brooklyn kind of got burnt out on doing it. And he might bring it back one day, but I said, you know, we got to do something. We got to do something on Friday nights to give us a show back, you know. So that's kind of part of the reason I started Retro Legends too, just for the fun, right? Yes. So, what do you think? DKOG73? What do you think about Donkey? Tell me all about Donkey Kong. Why Donkey? What does Donkey Kong mean to you?
Well, you know, my videos always say the game's never over, and I think the best thing about Donkey Kong is I've been watching a lot of people play. And by the way, before we start, man, props to you, Rexer. 900, anything above, in my opinion, anything above 750, you're absolute beast. The amount of time it takes to learn the nuances of the game. So it's deep. It's a deep game. It's like the more I get, like I started getting better at third elevators, and then all of a sudden Pie Factory became this like massive like challenge for me, you know, and I've learned how to play the game a lot of different ways. And I think that's what makes it, you know, basically a game I think that's going to live on for a very long time, is that, you know, it's got that RNG factor, you know what I mean? It's random. It's random. It's a random event, right? And the game was designed beautifully. So I don't know. After watching King of Kong, Fistful of Quarters, I actually started playing it, and I remember the first time I had broke 100K, I was like so jacked out of my mind, you know? And now it's like if I die before 100K, I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on, right?
Yeah, if I hit 100K, I'm out of my mind. I'm out of my mind. If I get to the 100K, I'll be out of my mind. But it's great to progress to that point, you know? How about you? Would you be happy with 100K, kevgret?
Dude, you know, this is one of the hardest games I've ever played. Like, the nuances that these two guys are going to show you how this game works.
And like, as soon as you think you're getting good at it, it's a rope-a-dope too.
Yeah.
So like, if you get good at it, the first few levels seem easy, and then it starts getting hard. Then it's not easy anymore. Once you reach a point, it gets real. It ramps up quick, right?
And as far as what he was saying about the RNG, like Rexer, Rexer streams this on Twitch. He'll play a 4-hour game and he'll talk to you and say, that barrel, see, this barrel can do one of 3 things. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He knows specifically what barrel's coming and the branching paths. And he's like, oh, he didn't go there. He should have went there, but he didn't. And it's like, it's not like people say, oh, look how cute this is. This is one of the most intricate programmed games. And until you watch King of Kong, until you watch these guys play it and get to the higher levels, the game is locked. The game is locked, but behind these higher levels.
Everything about it. There's point pressing that goes on. There's all kinds of
insane.
Things
it's insane. And these guys are doing
safety.
But like, if you watch these guys,
greed versus safety, absolutely.
They'll live on the edge of the barrels. Like they'll go after the barrels as they're coming. And Rexer will do backward jumps, and I'm like, how do you know it's beautiful to watch? Because these guys are top players in the world.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, and we're gonna have a pair up of Rexer and DKOG73 soon.
And just so everybody knows, Rexer is number 63 in the world on the leaderboards. Wow. He's up there with Steve Wiebe. He like what he's able to accomplish. That's why he had Steve Wiebe on, because he respects his game so much. And it's just amazing. Like, we don't understand that we have a player in the community that's world renowned on the leaderboards. It's like it's insane, because this DK community is a tight knit, as you know, DK. It's the same guys. They know each other. They'll help each other. And Rex is part of that community. And he's also on the DK3 world leaderboard and the Donkey Kong Jr. He's on all 3 leaderboards in the world. DK3, by the way, that game. If you think DK is hard, watch him play DK3 for 2 hours straight. Just watch. It's brutal. Absolutely brutal.
And Paul Warren says you are the number 2 in single. What's it?
Why, Paul? Why?
Is it single strike bowling?
Yes. So Rex is number 1 in our knit community. I got to get back on the horse.
Okay, you hear Rexer?
There he is.
Yeah, I'm back. You guys got me. Right. Yeah, I was here.
I didn't know
you kicked me off the stream. I'm like, what's going on?
Oh, I thought you said you went away. I'm sorry. I saw the screen was red. I couldn't tell if you were here or not. I thought, okay.
I'm multitasking.
You're multitasking. I'm sorry.
Now that we glazed
backstage.
Now that we glazed these guys, let's see their skills. Let's go.
We're gonna see their skills. I just want to tell one quick. Do you have a Donkey Kong story, Video Game Vegas? We heard DKOG, a little bit of his history with Donkey. Do you have a Donkey Kong story? Video Game Vegas?
Yes. It was such an iconic game when I was growing up, and the one of the when people talk about, well, which 3/4 scale machines you want, I had to, of course, go to Game Room Solutions and Arcade Mod Up and get my Donkey Kong, my 3/4 scale Donkey Kong. But I remember when I first got to see DK3, and it was in a Christian summer camp. And they had it in a little area with the food hall. And so me and a couple of my friends, we snuck away to play DK3. We got so in trouble, and they made us really pray they pretty much made it a sin, but we didn't care. DK3 and all the Donkey Kong games have such character. Before Metal Slug and before all these games where they had characters with all these expressions, you had Donkey Kong, DK Jr., and Donkey Kong 3, and so that's the holy trilogy, along with a 4th, which is Popeye.
I remember when Donkey Kong came out, and I'm just going to tell one little story about Donkey Kong. I was still a kid, believe it or not, And when Donkey Kong came out, they had a pizza place, and they had this row of machines. They had Berserk, they had Donkey Kong, they had Galaxian, and they had Defender. And that was their row of machines, all in a row. And let me tell you what, in the 80s, that made me a fan for life. You know, just sneaking to that pizza shop and playing those games. They just had a little row of them all lined up, and those are still games that I love to this day.
Best place to play video games.
Are we ready to get it on?
Are we
ready to get our Donkey Kong? It's on like Donkey Kong. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Brad, let me tell everybody what I got going here, so they know. I just want to preface it. So I'm playing on the Mister today. I'm not playing on my regular one. Okay, this is the Mister. Can't get more accurate for emulation than this.
Okay.
But the reason I'm doing it, number one, Brad, is because I may need to pause. Okay, which I hate doing, but
yeah, that's fine.
You can pause. You can pause in Mister. I can't pause on my real Donkey Kong.
I think you can pause as well. DKOG73.
Go ahead.
You can pause also if you wanted to, right? Because you're playing on a multi.
Yeah, I can. I'm not sure which version of MAME I'm on. I was. I just
it doesn't really matter. This is just
right now. But,
okay, so I'm gonna set you two side by side, and y'all can just start. So I'm gonna set it up. All right. Let me make y'all side by side. Hold on. I'm gonna kick us off.
Now, does everybody know that?
How do I remove myself?
Both of us could die in the first round, in the first screen, and it's not our fault. Just so you know.
Okay.
And I normally don't play on this machine, so when I get to level 4, it's going to be a little difficult to get used to do
this. I think I'll remove it.
And I probably will just run boards. I'm not going to point press. I'll show you guys a little bit of, thing, but. For the most part, I'm just going to run through boards, and it's too dangerous. See, look at already. Oh, see, right there. I'm definitely not used to playing on the Mister. Not that it's just I got a different control. That's all right. We'll get used to it. If you guys have any questions when I'm playing, I don't know if you can still hear me, but go ahead and ask them.
Oh my gosh.
Can you guys hear me, Brad? Yeah, but
in my first semester, I had to get this frog from the shed. So I had a torch and my cat. So I had the torch.
Oh yeah, did the torch work?
Yeah, and look what I could do, Dad. It blows it up.
Nice. Can you guys hear me?
Rexer, we heard you earlier. If you were talking.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. We can hear you.
Okay. I was just wondering what.
We were backstage, so we couldn't talk to you.
So Rexer, have you ever played Donkey Kong on the Game Boy?
Oh, never played it on the Game Boy.
Yeah, I guess it has 150 levels. It has the first 4 levels, and then has an additional 140 some levels.
So we both died pretty early, eh?
Rexer's like, yeah, we can lose
That was just the warm up.
Yeah, well,
Keep going.
it happens.
Yeah, the interesting thing about
this
Donkey
guy,
Kong.
See, this guy always will F you right there.
Hmm.
See, look at that. There we go. I mean, probably the best thing to do is just to finish the board here.
Yeah, they're ganging up.
So again, if you don't know this part, when you smash the Firefoxes, these guys are called Firefoxes, just for those who don't, you know. If Mario's on the right side of the board, when he smashes them,
Yeah.
they will go down to the left side. So I really don't care to think about it. So watch. This guy will spawn on the left side now.
Oh
When
man.
he spawns. See that?
Yep.
Oh, I gotta wait for this guy. Come on, go up. So
Holy moly.
and then you're supposed to lock him in over there.
Nice.
You lock them in on the left side, and then they're all locked on the left, and then you go to the right. But my pattern got ruined because that one Firefox was on the left side.
Yeah.
I had to kind of deviate from the pattern. Okay, now level 3 is actually the hardest level in the game. I know it doesn't sound right, but it has the most randomization in Donkey Kong.
This is where
You have to be super careful here. And sometimes there's just nothing you can do. If he throws a random barrel there, you just can't do anything.
Watching some high-level Donkey Kong play. Are they sharing some pro tips? We got some pro
Yeah.
tips.
Learning from the best here, Brad.
That's right.
Yeah, this is awesome. Look at this, man. We've got
Another
two
tip.
awesome
Crazy.
Donkey Kong players. I remember when I played this as a kid, I think I lasted like 25 seconds.
Yeah.
Try and share
That's
tips
exactly
as
what
I
it
go.
was.
But I immediately knew I loved the game. That's the thing. Immediately I was like, this game is, I got to learn how to play it. It's
Here's a tip. You wait on the left till the fireballs spawn. And they all come out on the left side. So you have to wait. No, I'm not. And then you try and go up the right. Okay,
Past the elevators over there, but I will in the future. It's a lot tougher to point press that later on in the game.
Yeah, Rex revealed that these weren't pies.
cement.
Yep.
Cement factory.
I didn't know until I watched your video. I was very surprised.
Now, the other thing on this game, the longer you wait, the firefoxes will spawn to the right. See how they're going to, the fireballs will go to the right.
Yeah.
You see how they kind of, I guess the word, they just go, they eventually go to the right.
Huh.
Now I'm in a bad situation here because this
Yeah,
fireball.
you got to get up there, and he's camping out. He's getting
why-
Yeah, he's sitting there.
Why is he
Firefox is
camping?
camping out, right? He's like,
This is going to be bad.
Can you steer him away, Rexer? Like, how do you get him out of there?
No. I'm going to have to make a move for it. Hopefully he either goes up or to the right. Yeah,
Oh.
I'm going to have to go up here. Jeez, this guy's killing me.
Gonna run out of time.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Look at this. Yes!
did it.
Go.
Yes.
Got
Gotta be
it.
patient.
Woo! There you
Wow.
Gotta be
That was
patient.
go. Look at his
intense.
bonus. Look at his bonus.
No,
Zero.
this is at 0. You always have a
Zero,
little bit of
zero.
time.
That's crazy.
That's why he's the best.
Tell you this, Donkey Kong is the game that if I get angry at any game that I'm playing,
I have all the tables. G-Force guy. Thank you so much, though. You don't need to get me anything. Thank you so much.
if I get if the Donkey Kong is my game that if I get mad at any game that I'm playing, I force myself to play a game of Donkey Kong every single time. So then I go real hard at it.
We're watching 2 Retro Legends. This is the Retro Legends. You are watching Retro Legends. These guys have been playing Donkey Kong their whole life.
Yes.
You don't get this kind of skill, putting a quarter in the machine.
Yeah.
Well, plus, keep in mind that I can sit here for 100 hours a day. I'll never be able to do this, no matter how much time I put into Donkey Kong.
If I put enough time in, I could get a lot better. I mean, I got to where I could get the 100,000.
Yeah, but like
I couldn't get like this. They're gonna watch where they end up.
Look at this. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, level 4 of the elevators is going to be the difficult part for me because I'm playing it on this particular joystick a little bit different. But once you get to level 4 strength in the sky, this is bad.
DK, could you put your volume down a little bit? Maybe we can.
No, he's fine. He's fine.
He's fine. Okay.
Yeah, he's fine.
No, this isn't too good of a situation. All the firefighters are at the top. I gotta wait for him to come down. But now I smashed this one. If I don't get over here, I didn't get over fast enough. Okay, I got 2 of them. Now watch, the other one will spawn on the left. You know, I got 2 of them over locked on the left.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what, this is sacrilege. But look how good the LCD looks.
Yeah, right.
It does.
It is really sacrilege. But I mean, as far as just like from looking at the game, I mean, look how sharp it is.
Yeah.
I've never been a absolute CRT guy. I like it if the screen looks good. I'm all about it.
Yeah, I mean,
so Brad, I'm actually on the Unico right now.
That's That's the actual Unico monitor.
That is a Unico.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
It looks
no,
faded.
it's just my camera sucks and the
your camera. Okay.
And the lighting sucks.
I thought that was a CRT because of the way it looked.
I watched the video of Rex building this machine and he had the
Look at the
Unico in
point
it.
pressing going on. They got some point pressing. Those 100 points.
See that?
You have to do it. So the point pressing on the rivet board kind of works better on the earlier stages because the timer doesn't go down as fast. Once you get to level 4 rivets, the timer starts going down pretty fast. Oh, there's my. Sorry, that's my timer for the pizza that's cooking.
Donkey Kong waits for no pizza.
Look how fast those barrels are flying now.
Trying to steer them. None of them are steering.
This reminds me of being in the arcade, just watching the best people play.
The best.
I know, this is great, and we got them head to head. I mean, we got them head to head. That's why I started off with it was just them. Like I kicked us off a little bit.
Crappiest start I've had in Donkey Kong in like forever, but it's what that's what makes the game so awesome.
And you can have one life.
Honestly, like having like 300-400K and not dying. It's such a huge mental it's brutal, right?
I'm gonna pause for 1 second,
Maybe
guys.
around a couple times early, just puts my back against the wall, right? It's all good.
We pause for 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay.
Sounds good.
Let's make DKOG a little bigger real quick.
Yes.
Once he's done here. You want to take a pause? You can pause your game for a minute, DKOG73 if you want, or you want to keep on rolling. He's like, I don't want to mess
He's
with
in the zone.
He's rolling.
on the zone.
He's auto zone. He's rolling.
Yeah, keep rolling. Okay. So he's going to pull ahead by a score because he's continuing to play. Rexer's taking a little break.
Oh,
I got lucky right there.
oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say he almost got
oh,
through.
he was got.
Oh, I thought that was going to be it.
I
That was
thought
lucky right there,
he
man.
had
Yeah.
two of them. He missed two. He missed two of them.
Really, honestly, I didn't get that guy. Oh, yeah, there it
Oh,
is. man.
got him.
That was
Man.
crazy. We're going to put Rexer back on whenever he comes back. We'll put him back on screen. I'll be able to tell.
That'd be awesome.
We're looking at DKOG73. He's a YouTuber. He's got a great YouTube channel. If you like retro games, you know, check out his channel. He's got a ton of great videos, all kinds of topics. But a massive lifelong fan of Donkey Kong and skills to pay the bills, as I like to say. Look at his high score, 424,900.
That's
That
legit
does
right
not
there.
play. That does not play. We're talking about some legit Donkey Kong. You know, you could have watched me suck at Donkey Kong, but I figured we could get two of the best to come on. Isn't that right? Isn't that right, kevgret?
I would be done in like 10 minutes, Brad. Not even.
Yeah,
it would be like
it's
a couple
great.
boards.
It's great. No, we're pulling in some true arcade legends to play some Donkey Kong at a high level Donkey Kong play.
You know this game was designed not to have these guys get this far because of the coin factor. Yet
Oh,
they
yeah.
figured it out.
Yeah,
That's what it was
insane.
about back in the day is figuring out the patterns, figuring out and actually getting really good at it.
You need to get that four-way control. That's what I like
Yeah.
about the Men's Retro Show gate switcher for the joystick. You can set it where it switches from 8-way to 4-way, and this is a 4-way game.
Yep.
So without that 4-way gate, sometimes you'll miss a ladder or something, and like play at a higher level like these guys are playing. I'm sure they got 4-way gates on their joysticks.
So you'll notice I'm not grabbing the hammer down below. I'm starting to do that. I would say I probably run boards, probably 60%, maybe like, I'm running boards 60%, probably point pressing 40. Guys like the Rexer, I mean, obviously he's probably point pressing probably 90%, 95%. I mean, I've seen his how-to video. It's amazing. If you haven't had a chance, you want to learn how to play Donkey Kong, check out his how-to video. It really is something cool. Oh my gosh.
No! Oh my goodness! Go!
Oh,
yeah.
Wow!
That was
Yes!
Oh.
Yes!
That was awesome.
Little rope-a-dope.
Three!
That was awesome,
Man,
dude.
He was
Congrats.
literally in
That
the jaws
you were
of
right.
death. The jaws of death were closing.
That was
on
like
him.
6 different ways to die.
That was incredible. That was incredible. And you know what he
Oh
did?
my God.
He didn't panic. Like I would have been so panicked. He did
I would
not
have been
panic.
Oh, dude, that was awesome.
He kept his cool, didn't he? He kept his cool. That's the hard part. Rexer is back playing. We're going to put him back on the screen. Let's put Rexer and DKOG73 side by side.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we
We
got
can hear you
you.
good. We can hear you good, Rexer.
So again, see how I let all the fireballs come out on the left side?
Yep.
It should give me an opportunity to go up on the right side. But as you can see, these fireballs migrate to the right.
Yes.
So
Maybe it's an advantage, right? Like not going through that whole psychological like depression of losing a guy, losing your first guy, right? Maybe
Yeah.
But the game's never over.
Until you lose your last guy.
100K, 300K run, why not a 500K? But really, honestly, my goal is to just make sure we're all having a good time tonight, man.
Oh yeah, this is all for
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
It's not
This
a
is
serious
fantastic.
competition. This is totally for fun. Just to see some really good Donkey Kong play too.
I screwed up.
So
there.
I said in the video, I'm like, 100K.
Oh man.
I'm 94K.
All right.
We got Rexer now. Rexer and DKOG73 have the same amount of men. DKOG73
Oh, he lost you already?
has been playing, but I think so. So what's the count on the men left? How many men they have? Rexer has what,
Ooh.
2?
Man, that
2. One in the pocket, one on the game.
And DKOG73 has 2. So they're
Has
right
2.
now, as far as the amount of players they have, they're deadlocked. DKOG73 has been playing nonstop. So he has a little bit of a time head start. About to hit 100,000 soon. He's at what, 99,600?
Yep.
Let me make him full screen so we can read it. He's at 99,000. We're about to hit 100,000 point game of Donkey Kong here on Retro Legends. You just saw 100,000 points done live.
Wow.
No BS. This is what arcade gamers can do. Incredible.
Oh wow! Did you see that?
Yeah.
Picked up the hammer, jumped back.
Jumped in the air.
Well, we got Rexers slaying us with 79,000 on the insanely hard elevator stage. This is always challenging. This is the one where I get killed all the time.
Oh
These
yeah.
elevator stages are so hard.
I don't know how they know exactly where to stand.
I can never get through the springs.
Yeah, you gotta. It's so I did a whole video on how to navigate through that board.
So we're looking at Rexer. He's just getting through the level 4. We're going to go back to DK.
Look at these guys are already screwing with me. See how these? Jeez, this is not good. The way these guys are.
He's point pressing like a maniac. He is getting. Look at those hundreds. Those hundreds are stacking up.
Ah, fuck. I got to get that. There we go. Get this rivet over here. Now I can come back.
DKOG73 looking good.
Jump. Love it.
108,300, I think.
Level 5.
Level 5 for DKOG73. Rexer is level 4 still. They're neck and neck as far as lives.
Jeez, not good. These guys are really dicking.
They're after you, Rexer. They're after you.
They're after Rexer, man.
I'm running out of time, too.
That's it, man.
See, this is the.
I heard Rexer was talking about Iconic Arcade. Iconic Arcade's going with Rexer.
There we go.
Oh, you got it. Oh,
look at that. Kept his cool. Kept his calm.
No, I'm only doing the screenshot.
But is that like? Are there patterns to those fireballs, or they just do what they want?
No
I don't
patterns.
know.
They do whatever the hell.
Random.
I can't follow it. It's crazy.
It's all random. DKOG73, 116,500. Back in the cement factory. Going for the hammer. It's hammer time. Always love this stage. This stage is so cool to look at, isn't it? Running on the conveyor belt.
Yeah.
Fun to play. Got Rexer level 5.
I think he's 90,000.
90,400.
700.
Most of the fireballs congregate in the upper right.
Yeah.
But you have to watch this guy right here. You're essentially waiting for that ladder to come down to make like that's an opening right there because it takes you time to go up, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! 1 second.
Where'd he come from?
Yeah, concentrate, DKOG73.
Once they go up, they usually don't come down.
Ah.
I'm running out of time.
Oh, man, you got this. You got this. It's not over till it's over. You got this.
Oh man.
Oh.
Fireball City.
Here we go. Got it. Go.
Got it.
Oh,
you did it.
There you go.
Man, that's called staying calm under pressure, kevgret. Calm under pressure.
Not
we got
me.
on the flip side, we got Rexer just
Rexer
broke
just
100,000, 100,700. He also is playing in the cement factory.
He's about to go up.
Whoa.
Nice. There we go.
Nice.
We're looking at
once the fireballs get to the top level, they don't come down.
Oh.
So just so you guys know, you don't have to worry about it. Once they got to get to the top, though.
Okay, so once at the top, interesting to know. So we're learning the advanced strategies.
Do you want me to pop another quarter? Or are we good?
Oh, I don't know. Did you lose your lights?
I didn't know. Oh, I didn't see his lose.
Yeah.
I think we're good, right, Brad? Just one.
I think we're good. What was our final score?
Wow, 121,000. Damn.
Let me make it full screen so we can get it. Let's see. 121,300. Wow.
And that was just him messing around.
121, 300. I'll tell you what, while we're waiting for Rexer, why don't you just throw another quarter in?
All right, cool.
We're going to talk. You might as well play because we'll learn more watching you play than we'll just talk. So,
you know, my thing is, I just want to make sure you all are having a good time, man.
We're having a great time.
Yeah, that was
great
awesome.
time.
Great watching you play. I hope you're having fun.
Amazing.
Watching that escape that you did was worth it alone.
Yeah,
the ladder board.
Look at him go up. That fireball. What a goofball, man.
Yeah, doesn't he normally follow you down? Oh, he's just dancing. He's just dancing. That's crazy. Look at that. Nice.
Nice. He jumps it and hits it.
Got Rexer 112, 600 looks like.
Yep. 800.
Ooh.
Got it.
Nice.
You got to go on the right one, and then at some point, if the one comes out too far, you got to go back down and reverse.
Jesus.
But you got to know when to reverse and when to keep going.
Wow. This is like, it's like hypnotic.
Yeah.
Current score to beat. Let's see. DK got 121, 300. Just leave it on Rexer. See when he gets over the 121.
Should be this board right here.
Yep, we're just gonna leave it on him.
Yep.
118, 500.
Beautiful.
Look at him hitting all those barrels.
Oh, look at
Maximize that.
You see that diagonal
Almost
barrel?
there.
What the hell? There it is.
Beautiful.
119, 500.
Should be 125.
125. Just go ahead.
Well, I haven't gotten an easy rivet board all game, and here they go again. See how that guy's
Got Billy
hitting all
Woods
the
Mods
balls.
here. Billy Woods Mods, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the show.
Other one's coming.
He is a YouTuber. Have you seen any of his videos?
Yep.
He does,
Oh, yeah.
He does
Look at
some fiery at games content, video game Vegas. Fiery!
I'm telling you, me and him are on the same page. We really.
Yeah. Papa Brad's not afraid. I bring all the at games haters on my channel all the time.
Brad
Brad
doesn't care.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
care.
that's the thing.
You enjoy
That's the
playing.
thing, Papa Brad. We like you said, we're all here for the game. So
Right.
so even if we have differing opinions, we don't put each other down. We don't. It's just about having great conversations, and it's great to be able to come onto a show and be able to give a different opinion and then be respected and then respect the other people back.
Yeah. I love your channel because it's like my perfect drive time channel. Because your videos, like, there's nothing I have to watch.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
very-
Just listen for an hour.
I can just listen to you talk for an hour or two. You know?
Yeah,
And
it's about the script and not the videography.
There's
Yeah,
is there
right.
any way to turn off autofocus, because you see how it goes in and out on my camera.
It has
Yeah.
been going in and out. Yes.
Video game. I'm the opposite. I just put the mic on. I have some thoughts in my head, and I just go. I don't have time to script. As long as you're great with your scripts, but me, I don't have. I can't. I just gotta go.
Well, and that's the thing that's nice about it, kevgret. Some people can have talk stuff that sound really, really well.
Yeah.
But that's great. And that's why I enjoy watching your content. There are some people who put the mic on and you go, gosh, that's not your strong suit. But
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
really
yeah.
good at explaining things and keeping people interested. And it's always entertaining, which is I really like.
That's the key, right? I mean, if you're gonna be positive, negative, whatever, just try to keep them watching.
Yes.
And,
yes.
and I'm trying to get better at that. So that's why I did that little skit in the beginning of the pinball where I focused on the worm.
Oh, I loved it.
What in the hell is even that?
I
Hey,
know.
and then I'm just here for the retro babes.
And then and then Brad
That's
brings
my
the babes.
favorite segment. I gotta check. I'm gonna pull up. Let's see if it's gonna continue.
Rexer's up to 141.
My poll did.
150. Look at this.
Man, that's awesome.
Thought I put a poll, maybe I didn't. Oh yes, I did put a poll up. Okay, let's see.
Yes, you did.
Oh, you did? Did I vote?
Barely. Okay, I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna put up where we now.
Yeah, we said yes.
Yes. Would Retro Legends continue having a Retro Babe segment? 61% said yes.
Who would say no to that?
Yeah, and I like what Billy Woods Mod says there. He says I'm not a hater. I just like to hold their feet to the fire, and that's exactly the way that I was with atgames. If you watch
First
the
elevators,
review, I was
after like the first two games I've had, man, I'm
Look
just
at
like everything's safe.
Look at that. He died exactly at 150,000. That's
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah, I got one more guy.
One more guy. Finish it
How
up.
long I can go? Yeah.
Yeah, I
Man,
think that if
I
you
haven't played in so long, this game will get you, man. But it
Yeah, I
makes me
think
want
that
to
if
just
you-
play more.
I think that that if you speak from, you're basically just speaking your mind. You know, you don't have an agenda and everything else.
Yeah.
People will see that, and the thing is that it's incredibly easy just to hate on something and just be and just rack up views and that kind of thing. But if you basically just tell it like it is, I hate when people say I call it down the middle, or when people say that, because
What do you think?
Come on now, you know, it just say what you mean, and it'll all fall into place.
Yeah.
100%.
You mean you don't like when people say in their channel, "What do you think?" I'm not going to tell you what I think. What do you think?
Well, and that's the thing with my videos. You'll never hear me ask or even put questions up there, because I want people to comment if they want to, but I'm not asking for comments.
Yeah.
And so that's what makes it so so sick of hearing the same things over and over again, where it's like everybody's reading off of the script saying like, subscribe, and comment, and all that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, well, I mean,
and like and subscribe and comment, please. This video.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's just,
look at any one of my videos. I never say it. It's like,
yeah,
what
I
am
don't either.
I don't care. I don't care. It's like, say it and I know they say on YouTube you have to say it because they'll do it. It's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, and if I see
you know what, you've got the best non-monetized YouTube channel that's out there. I mean,
you know what else
kevgret.
You know what else I try to do, Brad? I try not to have thumbnails where people are like this.
Oh, you know, every thumbnail you have doesn't just say "awesome" with your face on it.
From a 1997 college photo.
I'm not the most photo. I have two photos I use. It's one or the other.
Exactly.
You get the side, or you get the one without. That's it. I don't have
the
any
one
more
that
photos.
I hate.
That's more than enough.
Ready?
The one I hate is when they look like a blow up doll, where they have their mouth open like they're a blow up doll.
like look, Zen VR pinball.
I know. It kills me. It's like,
grown men.
About video games, or is this an adult content?
It's like grown men. They're like I wouldn't even do that if I was in the hospital room if my wife gave birth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like they're so surprised that a game is good. No, don't do it, Rainwater. Guys, what do you think? People want to put their faces on thumbnails? Let me know in the comments below.
Well, they say they get more views, but the thing is, I mean, everybody's doing it. It's not very original, I guess.
Yeah.
But if it works for the person, I guess that's fine. I do it a little different.
But every video can't be that shocking to them because that means they haven't gotten out in the world.
And it's like it's the same font of awesome every time. It's like awesome just works. The YouTube algorithm loves the word awesome, but it doesn't make the video better.
Kev, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Remember when Cool Toy said, "I'll never put my face on a video like these guys."
Yeah.
And sure enough,
that's all he's
doing it because the algorithm would help.
Algorithm loves it.
Yeah.
Algorithm loves it. You know.
Hey, but I just put a video out without a picture, and I got okay views. I mean, some get through, you know.
Yeah, I got videos with 85,000 views.
Yeah, exactly.
The shills won't admit it. My retro game videos in the background steadily get views nonstop. So
I'll tell you with me, and it's the weird. Some people think it's weird, but I just look for one view. That's what I do. I want it to at least share with one person. If I get more than one view, I'm fine. It's all gravy. But I just want to share with one person, and it's nice to be able to see that each one of my videos has had at least one view. So that's nice for me.
It's because we're doing it for the hobby and not for the money.
Exactly.
Not for the money.
Exactly.
Yeah, once it turns into the money, it's a business. Once it turns into a business, that means there's expectations.
Once it becomes a job, it's no longer fun.
Exactly. It's like, oh,
I agree.
I got to review these guns that I'm never going to play more than the 10 minutes I have to make the video for. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think of these guns down below? And there's the video. Oh, man. I mean, is it a coincidence that in the last couple days there's been 10 videos about guns, these new wireless guns? It's like come on, guys. We see it.
I definitely like the technology of not being able to have something wired. I don't know if I would go to them. I'm kind of happy with my gun setup.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Once you have your setup dialed in, it's like, why would you buy that?
Oh yeah, that's the thing, KevGret. I did finish my project with the Time Crisis. It cost me about a little over $50, but it's not an arcade 1-up. It's just a cabinet with a bunch of games on it, using the Buy Stuff arcades, including their 6-button joystick with the quality stick and buttons.
I actually like Brooklyn's thumbnail. He has like a little character of himself. That's cool. And he just puts the same.
Nice.
Yeah, Rex is about to cross the 200,000. I don't want to jinx him, but he's on fire.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched him get up to 800, and I'm like nervous for him watching him. It's insane. Like you don't even want to watch. You don't want to jinx him when he gets that high. Oh.
About to cross over to 200,000.
There he goes.
This is insane.
It's going to happen. Well, 200,000 points.
80% of a million. Look at that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think success is different for everyone, Biggie D. I like that. I like that question.
Definitely got to try.
What's the secret? And I think it's whatever makes you happy.
That's true.
Yeah.
This is the easiest pie factor I've had all night, right here.
I just don't like grifting your viewers and promoting your viewers. That's the only thing.
It's dishonesty is what kills me, and
that's what kills me.
Yeah, and I have unfortunately. I mean, I feel bad because there's some people in the community that I really got into, and I had to unsubscribe from the channel because there was just a video or two where it's just like you're lying. You're actually lying to your fans, and I just can't handle that.
Yeah, to me, this isn't a business. This is like just something I do for fun.
Yeah. 210 already. Look at this. He's about to crack 100 again.
He's about to crack 100,000 again.
Wait,
if you guys want a professional tip, this is the nuances of the game. You know how Donkey Kong throws a wild barrel, right? Like he just did, right?
Yeah.
He ever picks up the barrel, it's not a wild barrel. So he grabs it and picks it up, and you see him pick it up. It won't be a wild barrel.
Oh,
wild barrels, when they watch him closely, he doesn't pick them up. They just kind of like fall. It's just those fractions of seconds that will help you decide whether it's a wild barrel or it's a normal barrel. He doesn't pick them up and hold them if it's a wild barrel.
Wow. And you're watching him do that as you play.
You have to watch him because you need to know when to go up that ladder. And if it's a wild barrel, you have to freeze and wait to see what it does, right?
Wow.
When is Michael B streaming his 220,000 point Donkey Kong game? I want to know, Kevgret. Can you tell me? When's Michael B streaming this one?
When he gets
When
a free
Arcade
code.
1-Up comes out with
yeah, exactly. He needs a free Steam code before he can stream anything.
Oh, that's right. If you don't get a free code, you can't even talk about it.
No.
That's right. You got to get the free codes. I don't know how to do YouTube. Only got 35,000. Only got 35,000.
Oh, that's awesome.
Maybe Biggie D can teach me.
Well, Biggie D's has been officially excommunicated. He's been seen at the enemy's house, at Rexer's house.
That was a great surprise. I love that.
He's
That
no
was
longer
nice.
allowed anywhere on YouTube property.
He is a double agent. He's a secret double agent.
He's NWO Biggie now.
Biggie D's been on Retro Legends. That was a fun show.
19 Cent Fox cried when he saw him on Rexer's show.
19 Cent Fox.
19
I like
Cent
that name.
Fox didn't understand why are you on Rexer's show?
The thing I really like the fact, especially when I first started watching the Rexer show, because I didn't know about Rexer's channel for when I first started in the home arcade community, is the fact that Rexer didn't mind me liking all sorts of different people, even if it was a person he wasn't a fan of. It was really kind of nice to just be able to be friends with whoever I wanted to, and you guys have always treated me really well, and I just appreciate the fact that both sides have been treating me really well, just as when it comes down to just the games, when it comes down to just loving what we love.
Where it drives them crazy is when it comes down to YouTube business.
Yeah,
and
if you
getting products and stuff like that. That's where that's what makes them go postal.
Yeah,
when you get the X Arcade just like them, when you get access to Zen tables,
they don't like that.
When you get the golden ticket from atgames,
cutting into their business, Brad, cutting into their money.
Yeah, I mean, I don't do anything right, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, get up there. Got it.
Looking at some very high level Donkey Kong play just on the fly.
Here's another tip for you guys.
Yeah.
When you pick up the hammer and are smashing barrels, do not run into the barrel. You have to stop or you can die, because the barrel will go underneath your hammer.
Oh.
So as I walk up, I stop. I pull back on the joystick.
Right. Oh well.
Oh wow! How do you know that barrel was going there?
On level 5, there's only so many variations of wild barrels.
Got it.
So you know exactly where after level 5 where they're going to go. Yeah,
we got another 100,000 plus game
you really
going.
Want to, you can.
He's working on
107,000.
Wow.
He beat his last score. His last score was what? 212, 600? No, wait. Where's the
Rexer's going to keep us on this stream. He's going to get 1 million tonight.
I'm waiting. I'm here for the long haul.
To be honest, I want to see how far
121,300. 121,300.
He's going to get a kill screen live.
No, we're not going to get a kill screen.
Hey, man, if you can do it, go for it. Rexer's on level 8. Man, those springs are moving so fast I can't even see them.
Yeah, that's insane. My break.
Yeah, Paul said Rex is closing the arcade down tonight.
Oh, see, I needed to go back. You guys jinxed me.
Jinxed him.
It's all Paul's fault.
Jinxed him. 248.
I thought that was a fine spring
Get
to
Paul
go
out of
on,
the chat. He jinxed us. Get him out. Get him out.
Excellent game from Rexer's show.
Wow, 250 just
Beautiful.
about on a throwaway game.
Yeah.
That's probably
I wish
25 of my games.
Yeah, I wish I wasn't as rusty, guys. You would have saw a better game. But
Hey, that
that's
game was good
amazing.
enough for us.
That was
put me
amazing.
on the leaderboard in your tournament there.
Oh yeah, I'll screenshot it. And
Yeah, that's pretty much going to win.
Fantastic.
yeah, that was incredible. That was
Woo!
incredible.
Wow.
Incredible.
DK's about to beat his last score. Look.
Yeah, let's see if DK can beat his last score. I think it was 121,000. I think he's about to do it. He might just do it.
Yep, he's going to.
He's already beat it. He's already beat his last score. Let's let him play through this game. Let's see how far he gets. Let's cheer him on. Good sport. We have two great Donkey Kong players coming and showing us some higher level gameplay.
Yes.
Check out DKOG73's channel. He's got a great channel. I'm excited to play some more Pinball VR. Pretty awesome.
Yeah. My headset died, Brad, and I said, I told my wife, I said, "Oh, can you guys hear me? Did my camera just
you're still here. Your camera just went out.
Yeah, I'll fix it." But I told my wife, I said, "Listen, you got to charge my headset before you go to bed," and I know she forgot. I know that headset's dead when I go downstairs.
Well, DKOG73 is answering back 137,000.
All right, there we go.
Playing a solid game.
You know that top Firefox screwing them from doing the pattern? That's just the randomization of the game.
And Mad Ben Hand says, if you don't know who Mad Ben Hand is, he's one of the best atgames pinball players. He's usually he's the #1 player ranked by the IFPA. We have the #1 atgames pinball player here in the world.
Which one does he play on?
Donkey Kong.
Which one does he play on?
He has both of them. I don't know, but I know he plays 4K.
Okay.
He has both. Mad Ben Hand is at the top of almost all the leaderboards. He's absolutely one of the best players. Him and Tomato Grass are 1 and 2 for atgames. For all leaderboards rankings. He was ranked in the world of Donkey Kong leaderboards. Awesome. And this is a game that has a long history, right?
Yep.
I find it harder to point press past like L4 because honestly, on a PCB, you have no lag and you can actually point press it still. But the seconds to like 100 points you get, it's really close without, unless you're on like a super lag-free environment. I mean, you can get a little bit, like a couple 100 points maybe, but it's not very fun to watch, to be honest.
Right.
Oh, nice.
145,000.
But I never figured out, when you guys point press, you're losing the bonuses you're point pressing. Are you getting more points with the jumps?
More points than losing?
That's what he's saying, is you have to get 100 points faster than the timer goes down. And after level 4, the timer goes down so fast. Here's what the real math is. If you have 2,000 points left on the timer, right? Let's say you have 2,000 left. You're up there point pressing. You can probably get around 24 or 2,500 after, because you can always get a few after the clock goes down to 0.
Oh,
you get like 1 or 2 after the clock goes down to 0. So you can gain 400 to 500 points if you're at, say 2,000 on the timer. Yep.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Like, how does he not come after you like that? That's crazy. I mean, it's all in the code, but he was where you were. It's crazy.
Yeah.
He's got this.
There you go. Get it. Oh,
he's got this.
Yeah, there it is.
Got it.
There it is.
Yeah, the answering back 157,000.
Nice.
About to get the bonus. 161,400. Rexer came in with 248,600. DKOG73 second game.
It looks like he's playing on a Record Masters.
I think so.
That's all Suzo Hap, which is amazing.
Yeah, he does all kind of cool modding and stuff on the channel.
That's
random barrels.
That ladder.
Random barrel.
The heavy ladder, but there you go, man.
That's fantastic.
That was awesome.
900. Let me type that in so I can put that in our leaderboards for your score. Fantastic game.
Dude, you know, it's like playing Donkey Kong, like Rexer said, man. You just never know what you can get.
Donkey Kong.
So a little thing there where he was, just so you know, and I don't know if DK knows this, but after level 5 or level 5 and higher, right underneath that hammer is technically a safe spot. Okay, that wild barrel, if he wouldn't have moved to the right, would have missed him to the right. Okay, that is exactly where I was saying you need to watch and see if he's picking up the barrel and he holds it, or whether it falls. And that's you know, and then this is a part of it is where, you know, we're just playing, so we're not really focusing too much. But underneath that hammer is technically a safe spot, level 5 and further. Okay. It can't get you.
I didn't know that.
Barrel's either going to miss you to the right or miss you to the left, and you got to wait.
No idea.
Yeah,
I had no idea that right underneath that, because I know the safe spot is like underneath his foot, right?
On levels 1 through 3, it's kind of underneath his which would be his left foot, right? Yeah, like right underneath his left foot. But that's only levels 1 through 3. On you got to be after level 5. You got to be right underneath the hammer, and that's the safe spot.
Wow!
I did not know that. Thank you for the.
There you go.
Thank you for the Easter egg, bro.
That's
so
great.
Once you pick up, what I like to do is pick up the hammer and just stay there for a fraction of a second and wait till I see what he does with the next barrel before I start running over.
Jesus, greats teaching greats right there.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude, you know
that's the little nuances that you have to know in order to.
I think I need to go watch your how-to video again, because I know that when I go up here, I know that's not the best way to do it.
Right.
And I've been learning to play going up this ladder.
Yeah.
And it's just, I've been doing this for so long. It's like muscle memory. It's like hard to do it. But I know it's like I gotta like redo my game kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I only go up the short ladder after I know he has just discharged a barrel, because you'll have enough time after he throws to go up the short ladder to the left and miss the next barrel if it's a random. But if you are hesitant at all and you're going in the middle of like his throw up the short ladder, you risk that he'll throw that exact barrel that hit him on the last one will come down on you when you're going up the short ladder there.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, you have to wait for him to throw and then go up that short ladder.
So crazy. I got a question for you, Rex. How many times do you play a week? Because I mean, obviously, a good game for you, 3-4 hours. So.
He doesn't.
Yeah, I used to play 4 times a week when I was going after the million.
4 times.
Wow.
Yeah, but you know, now I've been playing Donkey Kong 3 a lot, and I you know, I haven't played in a week or so, but. You know, when I get back into it, you got to play almost daily in order to get that game that you don't make any mistakes. Because there's no way you can play once a week and go, oh, I'm going to get a million, or I'm going to it's not possible.
Yeah.
You know?
So I got a question, man. If you ever want to play Donkey Kong live, like, to me, this is like probably one of the most visceral experiences. I mean, dude, I'm sweating. My armpits are wet. My hands are wet. I mean, like everything, right? And this is 160 day, right? I mean,
iron sharpens iron, as we say.
Yeah,
in the pinball games that we play, iron sharpens iron.
DK, go sub to his Twitch, and that's where he plays live all the time.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool. I will. 100%, guys. 100%.
Yeah,
I'm jacked.
I've watched him play DK3 for like 3 hours, and it's surreal what he can do. Like, I don't know how.
So the other thing you want to do, DKOG, is I don't know if you're on the Kong League in Discord. Go to the Kong League in Discord. I'll send you an invite, and it's just a place where you can ask questions. You know, something random happens to you, you can be like, "What was I supposed to do here?" And those guys will tell you exactly what to do. You know.
Awesome.
Thank you, man. That's super cool, man.
A quick reminder, the games we're playing this week for leaderboard scores. It's on like Donkey Kong. Come play on our Donkey Kong leaderboards. We're playing Medieval Madness.
Oh, I might have
one
to
of my favorite
this.
pinballs.
Yeah.
If you haven't checked out Tomato Grass's video playing Medieval Madness, this guy is absolutely a killer. He is a fantastic pinball wizard. Check him out. I'll be going against House of Hounds tomorrow, 2 o'clock. And I did not show. I do have a clip I want to show from Medieval Madness. This will be our pinball table, our Zen table for the week. I don't think it's in the Pinball VR yet, but I'm sure it'll.
No.
I'm sure this is one that they'll port 100%, right?
Yeah.
There's no way they're not going to port Medieval Madness.
Exactly.
But this is our weekly pinball game. We'll be playing all week long in the Retro Legends leaderboards. Let's check it out. And a reminder, you can play on any platform. You can play on Steam. You can play this. Any way that you want to play Medieval Madness. Yes.
I'm down.
So, Papa, I got one thing before I go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This doesn't include DKOG or you, Papa, but we'll give a $10 Amazon gift card to the first person who hits 100,000 on Donkey Kong and posts 100,000.
First person at 100,000 gets a $10 gift card from the Rexer Show.
From the Rexer Show.
Right here. Thank you so much, Rexer. You have
Didn't Rexer just get 248?
Well, the reason the 100,000 is the mark. Here's why the 100,000 is the mark, is because you got to get past level 4 springs to basically get 100,000.
Yep,
and that's the key. So people will get real close, and then they'll go, these level 4 springs, F them, you know.
So you go. You have the 100,000 challenge from Rexer for a $10 Amazon gift card. We'll be watching the Retro Legends leaderboards during the week. I want to play a quick 4-minute video about Medieval Madness, and then we'll close it out. Sound good, guys?
Sounds good.
Awesome, man.
The whole game starts off as a good versus evil thing back in the ancient times. The basic object of the game in playing Medieval Madness is to destroy the King of Pain. He's the evil warrior who's taken over the land, and he's taken over all the castles.
Fire! I am the Duke of Bourbon!
The King of Pain has 5 evil men that are under his leadership. And each of these guys is kind of a humorous tone. The Duke of Bourbon, who is kind of this drunk guy who you're trying to blow out of the air. There's the Earl of Ego, who's this real pompous guy who you just love to destroy his castle because he's so annoying.
I am the Earl of Ego, and I am far superior to you.
The one thing that your beginner player, the first thing they'll see is the exploding castle. And this brings a lot of excitement to the game. It keeps people interested. You have to hit the drawbridge, and the drawbridge will come down. And then once that's down, there's a gate inside. And so you got to hit the gate. And once the gate pops up, you can shoot into the castle, and then you see this great show of the castle physically blowing apart on the playfield.
Stop it!
Another fun feature of the game is the trolls. These guys surprise a lot of people the first time you play because they're hiding under the playfield normally, and when you make the right shot, they'll pop up from the playfield.
Trolls rule!
So you're trying to hit them 3 times to destroy them, and then they go back down. And all along this, the trolls will taunt you and say things to you. And
Oh! That didn't hurt a bit!
There's a big dragon over the ramp, and the whole concept on there is to make the ramp 3 times, and then you're able to shoot way up into the back into the damsel tower. And they're asking you to save me, save me.
This is like totally medieval.
Over on the left side, when you fall into the catapult, you get to throw projectiles at the castle. So when you fall in there enough, you actually get to pick the projectile. So there's one of 5 different humorous things, like a cat and a bowling ball, that you get to throw at the castle and see it explode.
Fire!
People enjoy laughing as they play the game. So if you look closer at the game, you'll see all these little elements, like the cow flying in the back glass, or the troll wearing gym shoes. You know, there's all these humorous, wacky things going on in the kingdom. Attack from Mars was a really strong earning pin last year, and we're showing in our early testing that Medieval Madness is earning even better than Mars. So we're really looking at this being a blockbuster game.
My tenure in the industry started back in 1937. I came into the industry when games were being changed over from battery power to electrical power. It seems that like about every 10 to 15 years, the pin game industry seems to lose a little bit of acceptance in the field. Medieval Madness is an exciting game to play. It could conceivably be a game that resurrects this industry.
Medieval Madness is an absolute masterpiece. This is an S tier table. This is a table people are going to come back to again and again. This is going to be a table that the pinball wizards are going to love. They're going to score chase it. It's going to be absolutely incredible. This table alone is worth the price of the pack, and you're getting 2 other fantastic Williams pinball tables. This gets a top recommendation and a full legit certification from Papa Brad. Huge shout out and thank you to atgames who did send me this table pack for the purpose of a review. And there you go.
There it is.
Medieval Madness, playing it all week. So what's everyone got going on?
Playing some pinball, dude. I'm fired up, man.
Yeah, right. Pinball VR, baby.
I'm getting into pinball, man.
That's
you got me jacked out of my mind, bro.
Play through some of the ones that are on Zen Pinball VR too, for people that have VR, so they can participate as well.
Is the pinball Medieval Madness on the Zen?
Not yet.
VR?
Not on the VR yet.
Some of the big ones. Okay. They have Adam's Family. They have Twilight Zone. I don't think I've done Twilight Zone. I might do Twilight Zone. What do you think of these tables, Rexer? Do you like any of these Williams tables? Like, do you have any favorites?
I like them all.
You like them all. You like them all.
You know, I mean, Medieval Madness, my buddy around the corner had the limited edition or the newer limited edition.
Cool. A real pinball.
Great one. I mean, obviously Attack from Mars and, you know, Twilight Zone, Adams, they're all good, man. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, they have Star Trek. They have enough that are really great. So we're going to play a couple of the ones just so the people that have VR can play along with us.
Nice.
So I know Mikey Yoon, he has the VR and he could play right along with us. So I'm going to pick some that he can play and participate.
Great idea. Perfect.
Are we like a gatekept club where we're trying to keep people out? kevgret, are we trying to let everyone play?
We just want people to play no matter where, how, what device. Let's go. Yeah.
Play the games.
Yeah. Brad, that'll be great if you pick a VR table.
I'm going to pick some VR tables for the next couple of weeks.
Nice. Beautiful.
Everyone that wants to check it out can try it out and have fun.
Yep.
But anyway, I got to say, Rexer and kevgret, it's a great honor having you on the show.
Thank you.
Always good when you bring us on.
I always wondered, man, will Rexer Show ever invite me on his show? Well, I got even better because the Rexer Show came to my show.
Yeah, he came to you, Brad.
And I'm a huge fan. I love you've always just told it the way it is, and you haven't been afraid. You know. You've always.
Let's put it this way, Papa. These guys have tried to cancel me for 4 years, and it hasn't worked.
How's it going for them?
It's not going good.
Steps Gaming just did a poll, and guess what? The Rex, I don't know if you know, you beat Michael B and P Dubs in the popularity poll on Steps Gaming. She did a poll, and
I saw that. I love it. I love it.
It made some people unhappy, right, Rex? It made some people unhappy in the community that Rex was getting his popular vote.
Yeah. You got to speak your mind. Billy Woods Mods is right. You got to speak your mind. You can't be afraid.
Yeah.
Like to thank everyone for joining us. We had a great evening. We talked about some Donkey Kong. Remember that prizes only go to people that play. Drop some scores on my iScored leaderboards. I'm going to put up the games one last time. But we're looking for people that want to play. These are the 3 games we're playing. Arcade Talk is doing Indiana Jones this week. You want to play some Indiana Jones? That is on Steam and Xbox One, Xbox X, PS4, PS5. But the games we're playing here on Retro Legends, this is our games list for the week. Not that. Not that. That's not the games list.
What is? He's got no eyes, but
that's
glasses.
Not the games list. I'm sorry. That's some trash. This is the games list. You can also scan these QR codes. They will take you directly to the iScored leaderboards, which is the same kind of leaderboard system that real arcades use. And we have Donkey Kong, we have Medieval Madness, we have Black Hole running all this week. I look forward to seeing people competing on the leaderboards. And with that, once again, I want to thank Video Game Vegas. It's great having you on the channel.
Thank you, Papa Brad. Love being here.
A huge thank you also to DKOG73. Be sure to check his YouTube channel out. You want to say something, DKOG73? Glad to have you on here. It's a lot of fun.
It's good to be back. And like I said, man, this is a blast, bro. This is a great show, dude. I'm sitting here like, to be honest, I'm like playing DK, but I want to watch the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, great show, bro. That's all I got.
We're gonna do different retro games every week, so feel free to participate in the tournaments. I'm gonna send us out. I think I'm gonna go old school. What do you think I'm gonna pick, kevgret?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, Papa Brad's a game man. He's got passion in his soul. From pinball tables to Atari, he's always in control. He's a master of retro game and the old school style's his thing. With every flick of the joystick, you can hear the twang ting. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high school living. From the classic arcades to the atgames pinball board. With the Atari 2600, your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brad, and always stay legit. He's a lover of the classics, the sound of pixelated beats. Late nights at the arcade with every game defeat. But he'll keep on pushing till he's reached that final stage. Papa Brad's the gaming legend. His passion never fades. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high school rolling. From the classic arcades to the atgames pinball board. With the Atari 2600, your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brad, always stay